Yep, Charlamagne the God. Back for another week of the Brilliant Idiots podcast. My guy Hezekiah Walker is not here this week. I don't know what the hell Hezzy is doing. What is Hezzy doing, Alex?
Netflix is a joke.
Oh, yes, the Netflix is a Joke Festival was this week. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so a lot of really popular comedians are out there. Andrew Schulz, I saw 85 South show. They got a set. Donnell Rollins, he had a set. I don't know why anybody would let Donnell headline anything. Yeah. But he headlined his own set at Netflix is a Joke. But LL Cool Bay, Loren LaRosa is here. Good morning, Loren LaRosa.
Hello.
How you feeling?
I feel good. And we just ate.
Taylor Gang is here. Chris Moreau is here. Taylor crazy. On the way here, Taylor said she don't care about getting married.
Oh my
God. And I told her, fuck all that. I told her I was going to let P know as soon as we got on the podcast. What did you say?
I said, I don't know if I want to plan a wedding. That's nothing about marriage.
That's crazy. How would that make you feel if you was the groom to be?
You are a demon.
You don't think that's crazy?
Why? That I don't want to plan. That I don't want to plan a wedding.
Oh, that's what you said.
It's probably better.
Huh?
Imagine a Taylor wedding.
Excuse me?
Fire.
Oh, they say you're going to be a bridezilla.
Now you're trying to make me try to plan a wedding.
Fire. I believe in you. I think that you could do it, Taylor.
I can, but I'm really not a planner. Like, so this is gonna be a big task for me.
But you got to be careful though, because you know if P gets a wedding planner, you hear the stories about grooms who plan the wedding and the wedding planner, right?
And what?
What happens, Charlamagne?
Oh, you didn't know that? Google that shit. That's like a statistic. They be fucking the wedding planners. Because it's something with wedding planners. Your wedding planners.
Taylor, listen.
I'm dead ass serious.
First of all, my man is very strong and confident in himself. He don't need extra pussy to make him feel like a man or anything.
It ain't about extra pussy. It's about the extra discount that he might get from fucking the goddamn wedding planner. What's the extra pussy?
Plates cost a lot.
Yes.
He could charm the girl all he wants, but that doesn't mean that he about to have sex with her.
No, but that's a thing. That's a thing with wedding planners. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's why do you think it's a tradition for the bride to plan the wedding?
Yo, shut up. It's not a thing.
It's no way.
This is a thing. Wedding planners that are gay.
It's wedding planners, it's birthday planners, it's any woman who breathes. Which
okay, well, let them get a gay wedding. Maybe get a gay wedding planner might work.
Period.
But regardless, we have a wedding planner. I mean, I'm gonna have a wedding planner, but I still have to approve. Like, it's still a lot. We're about
so you're gonna approve the girl that he fucks? That's the wedding. What do you mean?
Oh my God!
I'm just trying to figure out what are you saying right now, Taylor.
What if it's a really good discount?
Yes.
Excuse me? Like, first of all,
you had to think about it. You had to think about it because technically y'all not married yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's either the wedding planner or the bachelor party. One of the two. He got to get some last rocks off somewhere.
First of all, no, he don't. Stop playing with me. First of all, my fiancé don't play about me or his family, so don't ever try to put that in
I have the utmost faith in him. I'm just telling you about that person, the wedding planner. What's the statistic say?
There is no statistic, but they say that it is normally the storyline that is involved in most weddings with wedding planners because nearly 90% of wedding planners in the U.S. are female. And most couples are focused on managing the stress and expense. So that's how it all starts.
Yeah, she come rubbing on shoulders. Oh, I know it's stressful, but it's so good that you're
very emotional time too.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of family issues, people not getting invited, spending. It's a lot.
Yes.
Yo,
I'm mad right now. And they ain't even hired nobody yet. Like, we about to go pull up on sis already.
And they put a lot of sauce on it because they know that men don't normally plan the wedding. So it's like a thing, yo. There's predators everywhere is all I'm telling you.
So it's like when a woman sees a single dad, it's like, oh my God.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You better get in the game, Taylor. You let him plan that wedding by himself if you want to. You better get in the fucking game, Taylor.
You always got antidotes like an old school Southern woman.
You know why he wants this more? Because he just wants to talk at the wedding.
I should be allowed to speak at the wedding.
You really shouldn't.
Your mother already told me that I should be allowed to speak at the wedding.
No, she did not.
I just want to say, man, we never thought we would see the day, right?
I was gonna say that at the podium right there. Like, y'all thought y'all was gonna see this, huh?
See what I'm saying?
You ain't have faith in yourself that you was gonna get married?
Not really.
Can I tell the story about you being a pillow princess? Just as
at the wedding?
Whoa.
Not while my
ridiculous.
No.
No, but just as an example of why we never thought we would get here. Because of how wild and reckless used to be in these streets.
Please don't.
That'd be phenomenal.
Honestly, at this point, it's giving. You might get a Zoom invite.
What's wrong with you? You dying?
No, I'm not dying.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you just...
Focus back on
We
Taylor
saw
and her
you
wedding.
just now.
Go
What the
back
fuck
to
was that?
Taylor and her
Having a
wedding.
stroke? What the hell is going on with you, Lauren
I
Rosa?
coughed. Ever since
Why?
COVID, once you cough, it's like, oh my God.
No, that was crazy. Your eyes started watering and all types of shit. It's just a ceremony. Weddings aren't really for anybody except for your family, unless y'all really want to have it. You don't have to have a wedding ceremony.
It's not for yourself too.
I would just have a party.
That's what I want. No, originally I would rather just have that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like take away all the other stuff.
Word
like,
up.
Just have just a.
And I love weddings. I mean, I love weddings. I love love. I love watching people come down the aisle. I've been to gay weddings, straight weddings. I love them all.
Yeah, but I could do that
weddings.
after the ceremony. I could also still say what I want to say about him too.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Y'all just have a party, get married. Get married, and then just go have a big
Wherever
reception.
y'all have the bar, the people will come.
You gonna do it in Philly?
I wanted to do a destination wedding, but how the economy is. Like we both wanted to do destination.
Philly's
but
a destination.
Why
Why Philly's not a destination?
Stop playing.
Why is Philly not a destination? Just since when is Philly not a destination? The Sixers and Knicks playing right now, and on Game 3, the destination is Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You are on a
No.
Is that true that they're doing the whole thing? Like you have to have a Philadelphia address? Is that really a real thing in order to?
For the main ticket buyer, but Knicks fans are going to be able to get them on like the secondary market.
That's crazy.
That's actually smart.
It's a real issue though.
But you know why that's smart? Because they call it the Turnpike Series, right? New York is right there, so enough people from New York can go to Philly
And make it where no
and
one-
now it's no home court advantage.
And it's a
what I
lot
mean?
of fake New Yorkers too. It's people coming from Jersey, shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's actually smart. I want to make sure you're from Philly to be here.
It's not going to work.
Y'all
but
could do that, Taylor. Check people's addresses if they're not from a certain place in the family. Just don't. To cut down, weddings are expensive because of the amount of people that come.
Yeah, and he has a big family. And honestly, we've been to 2 weddings already in Philly with his family. So honestly, if we do that same venue, we should get a discount.
Your baby shower was fun as shit.
And I missed the baby shower. You have to have a wedding.
Peace side of the family is fun. Like
I
a
know
lot of
they are
real
fun.
niggas on that side of the family. That shit was no for real.
He was talking to his uncle. His uncle's funny as hell.
It was a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just got a little weird when everybody started playing that bottle game. When the
Why
guys,
you gotta drink the bottle?
The cup,
Nah, the
the
guys
cup
had- you had to-
game where it's like you do heads, knees, and then they have to grab the bottle.
Nah, what was the shit when you had to snatch the bottle with your mouth?
Whoa.
And Brandon jumped up to play that shit. Brandon's one of our producers at Breast Club. He jumped up to play that shit, hand behind his back. I was like, God damn.
What's wrong with you?
That shit was crazy to me. Listen, let's get into some all memes necessary. 2026 complex list came out. Salute to Loren LaRosa.
Yeah.
This list always causes conversation. I hate talking about it.
You made all this. You're the age.
I know. Salute Charlamagne.
I don't hate lists. I really don't. Here's the thing about the list. Here's the thing about I appreciate every list that I'm ever on. And I live a great life because I'm on a lot of different lists, right? So it can be the complex hip hop list, or it can be Mediaite news list. You see Variety 500 companies list. I like lists are cool. So as long as you want a little bit of everything, you're doing your thing. I get more excited watching Loren LaRosa be on there for the first time. You know, I get more excited watching DJ Head and Gina Views be on there. I'm excited seeing On the Radar on there. You know what I'm saying? My guy, Big Bank. When I look at this list, all I think to myself is, God damn, the media landscape has changed so much. I've been doing this 28 years.
Can you talk about that though? Because
So being old?
well,
What?
I mean, anytime you talk about being old, but like just the landscape changing, because even when I was watching like the interviews that they did around it, they did an interview with academics and the conversations they were having, I'm like, even the reason why they center people and put certain people on the list is so different. Like you're talking about like virality on the internet and like, you know, one-off moments, like who leads conversation maybe 1 or 2 times, they're making lists versus like, I feel like when you was really trudging, trying to figure it out in your day, predating the internet, like y'all had to be consistent to break through, like a lot different.
I've said that from the beginning. Like, what is power in hip hop media? Like, how do you define power? Because whenever I think of power, I think of business. You know what I'm saying? Are the power of the platform, like, you know, can your platform create other entities?
But I said that to you earlier.
A step further, though.
Okay.
In hip-hop media in particular, and music media in general, for decades, power was defined also by the ability to impact what got played.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really not what this list is about.
Not at all.
It's not about music.
No.
It's about everything else.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris.
Not at all.
No, you're right.
It was about this guy can break records. She can put a new artist on. And that's kind of out the window now.
Well, to Chris's point, that's how I look at it, right? I look at it, can your platform birth other personalities? Clearly it is.
Radar would be like a throwback to that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very much so.
yeah.
But that's why I was saying, like, when we were discussing earlier on Breakfast Club, I was saying, to me, I would put you number one.
Nah, actually be number one.
And I understand why you would think that academics should be number one. And I'm not upset at him at number one at all. But if I was making my own personal list, you would be number one, only because I feel like I think about, like, what hip-hop is all about, like, what lives, breathes, survives, and recreates. And that's why it's 50 years old. And a lot of these people aren't doing things that are, like, creating other personalities, creating other business, or showing people that hip-hop is bigger than just what's the rap song.
Yeah, but the reason I will put Act number one, because Act's focus is hip-hop.
Yeah.
Act literally will be on his screaming 6 hours a day, talking about hip-hop and hip-hop-related topics. Like, that's not what I do anymore.
And that's that when Act was talking about should Joe Budden be number one or number two or whatever, his sentiment, a part of it was like, Joe Budden's into the room with a bunch of different people. Academics is just him and his audience.
Oh, no. Listen, I there's a lot of takes I don't agree with when academics get to taking, okay? But I'm not going to ever take away from what academics had built in this media space. He should absolutely be number one. There's nobody on that list. When you talk about just hip-hop, media personality, academics should be number one. Absolutely. I'm 47 years old. I was born in 1978. I'm grown. I talk about we can do a whole episode of Breakfast Club and not talk hip-hop at all.
That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not mention a rapper. We can go a week, months without interviewing a rapper. Mm-hmm. And even if we had Isaiah Rashad on this week, that conversation is bigger than a hip-hop conversation, even though he has an album out, right? Which is the other thing I love about hip-hop. He got an album coming out called It's Been Awful.
Right.
But everybody remembers, 5 years ago, or however long it was, Isaiah Rashad had a sex tape leak, and it was him and another guy.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
So that conversation turns into a whole different conversation. We're talking sexuality and gender fluidity and, masculinity. Like that, it's a different conversation that just happens to be had by a rapper.
By the way, his project is projected to debut at number 17 on the Billboard 200.
Oh, that's good.
Which is fire, because he's been away.
Yeah.
That's an early projection.
What do you sell, 69,000?
Well...
What do you sell?
It says It's Been Awful, moving around 29,000 units in its first week, including 10,000 pure sales.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying? But once again, that's a hip-hop that's a conversation with a rapper that is broader than hip-hop.
But honestly, though, from the interview, like when we put the interview out, I was like, I'm curious to see what moves most from it naturally. And what I've been seeing is people having a conversation about there being space, not even just in hip-hop, but in the Black community for fluid Black men. And because of how he had the conversation with us, I've been seeing a lot of people saying, like, we had no issue with it whatsoever because they just love him and they love what he puts out.
Also, who gives a fuck who that man's sleeping with?
People be caring.
I don't be caring where another man's dick goes. That is so weird to me. Now, don't get me wrong, for the conversation, I get it. But I'm more concerned. I was more concerned about him from a emotional standpoint, a mental standpoint. Fuck what his sexuality is. Just the fact you got outed in that way. Because I don't feel like he should have to publicly have that conversation at all if he don't want to. Right. But that's what happens in these moments when you get outed in that way. Now you're forced to have conversations that you probably don't want to have. And 5 years later, I told him, that's what I told him in the interview, like, a lot of people don't even know this shit happened, bro.
You just said I forgot that happened.
Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot.
You see what I'm saying? Why would you remember? And he said his DMs was popping, too. He said mad dudes was hitting them up, bro.
I'm here for support if you need me.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You see one video of a Firehead game, and you like, damn. You see, what?
It's too far.
You saw the video?
Yeah, but
he wasn't impressed with his performance, though. I just want the record to show that.
You asked him?
You were sitting there.
I don't remember him saying that.
Yes. He said that it was,
Wait, with his performance, he wasn't impressed with it?
Yeah, he said he wasn't impressed with his performance. Because he said it was, he was high. Like,
but I thought he was, the video, I thought he was the one going.
I don't remember the video and I didn't go back.
That's what I know.
Oh.
That's why he got a fire head game.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on.
Now,
Yo, that's crazy. It's
like,
crazy, son. Like, I get it, but yo.
Such a straight face.
No, I'm just saying so y'all ain't never watched a video with a girl doing it and be like, damn, that's a fire head game. So
Yeah.
why can't it be the same with a guy?
you can, but a lot, obviously, outside of you, we
saw
haven't.
himself and wasn't impressed by it.
Yes, that's what he said in the interview.
But I haven't watched the video in years. I didn't rewatch it to talk to him. You did?
It sounds like you did some research.
I just remember it. I do remember it. I remember that. I mean, that's something that you don't necessarily forget when you.
Yes.
No, I don't. I remember watching it, but I don't remember his technique.
It's all right,
down to
Charlotte.
technique.
It's all good.
Charlamagne.
Like, it's okay.
I don't even know if his head game was fire, man. It just sounds good to say it.
No.
Let me say, if it was whack, I would have said that.
Don't back away now.
I know, right?
Mr. List. You get on all these lists because you stand 10 toes down. Stand on this one, baby.
Toes down. Who else is on the list, man? Act number 1, Joe Budden number 2, Vlad number 3. That's the thing that bugs me out, watching all of these artists on the list now. The Jadakiss and the Fat Joes, the Cam'rons, this ain't the whole list though.
Who is Kirk?
No, it goes down to 35.
I thought Kirko was a Twitter page.
It is. It is.
Oh, okay.
It is. But there's a person behind the page. But it is a Twitter page. And I will say, like, I follow a lot of different, subscribe to a lot of different Twitter pages that put out things and information. They normally on point a bit. Like, they're not horrible for Twitter pages because a lot of pages be like, they might as well be parody. It'd be craziness. Right. But yeah, it's a Twitter page.
Where's the rest of the list, Taylor? I love Big Bank being on this list. Also, I don't think that somebody like Kai Cenat should fall from number 1 to number 12. So not just because he hasn't streamed in a while. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, the Mafia-thon happened within the last 365 days, right?
Yeah, but when did he stop streaming?
I don't know.
You take half the year off, I think.
Yeah, but if what you did in that half a year is still more impactful than what a lot of people did, you shouldn't drop to 12. 12? And then also too about some of these lists, I don't know how tuned in they are with everything. Cause
It's complex in a position to put out a list like this anymore.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
Complex has, I feel like Speedy, they owe him a lot. Complex has come back. Yeah, he's gone down as of like a week or two. But like in the last 2 years, 3 years, Complex has kind of like come back around to being around and being outside. Like they be having Jordan rolls and like I feel like he focuses on a lot of things that are like youth culture, even though he's across everything. They're trying to be like in that space a bit more. Like I just don't know the age range. Like when Ack was talking to Jordan Rose,
what's his name? Jordan Rose?
Jordan Rose. I realized his age, right? and I was like, this is what Charlamagne be yelling at us about how we sound because of how old we are and what we actually didn't get to experience. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I would argue is like, what are the age ranges of the people who are ranking this list? And how many, like, how does it skew? Like, you got to have some young, some old, some in the middle.
Yeah, and then the thing what you said about Jordan, I saw Jordan, he was saying that, what did he say? He said that, I'm not in hip hop news as much or something like that.
Charlamagne, $200 million deal, historic, but like newsworthy moments, he had fewer at the same clip as Joe and Jada. That's why we have them above him.
So, but I'm like, yo, I've been on Complex covers our stuff. Mm-hmm. I've seen like 20 articles from Complex over the last year about different commentary and stuff like that. So when I see stuff like that, I'm like, damn, do y'all pay attention to your own thing? Is what.
But
I'm
I
saying.
think it's
your
like
own site.
I can get that, and I feel like even if they are paying attention to their own site, what you said about academics and why you think he should be number 1 because it's so deep and trusted. Like
every day,
academics is talking about people that like you wouldn't even.
I don't know, little young butt fuck. I don't know these people. And by the way, it's been like this for 15 years. Yeah. Like, Ack has been around that long. There's so many people who I didn't know who they were 10, 15 years ago that Ack was talking to. The XXX Tentacions of the world and the young boys. And like Ack was talking to them before they had tattoos on their face. No, seriously, the little Uzis where when they dreads was
Yeah.
just growing. Like, so, that's Act Lane. Like, that's his thing. He owns it. The only thing I've ever told people, especially in hip hop, sometimes you look up and hip hop has a glass ceiling.
But see, that's why I feel like you should be higher on the list, because with hip hop, with that being the conversation around hip hop, I feel like you're one of the people I know in real life shattering that.
We're not there yet. No disrespect to the complex list, but the complex list clearly just isn't there yet. The complex list still is focused in kind of a bubble, so to speak.
They got Joe Budden on here, and they talk about the business.
As
ventures.
Joe should be up there.
They got Nori on here, and they talk about his business ventures and what he's doing with Bleak's podcast. They have a lot of people on here, and they do mention the
Bleak's podcast is with Black Effect.
Right, but all of that,
and Drink Champs.
Exactly, but the fact that Nori knew, okay, Drink Champs is doing so well. I see what Black Effect is doing. Let me usher in my own, class of podcasters as well, too. That's the business. That's the hip hop taking a height in a conversation that the model has always been there, but now you're applying it to something new. And not a lot of people are the example of that. Like,
I am fully aware that a lot of the lanes I occupy aren't necessarily things that hip hop occupies. Whether it's book publishing company, even though you can publish a 2 Chainz book, and Little John, we got Little John coming out in October, Arsenio, you could do all of these things that's in the realm of hip hop and black culture. But hip hop, since when do you champion people from hip hop that have book publishing imprints? When has that ever been a thing? When can you remember, Chris? And you've written a lot of books for hip hop artists, but when have you ever seen a guy from hip hop with an imprint?
No, it's a different thing. I mean, nobody from this list is getting invited to the New York Times roundtable with those. I mean, it's just, but it's fine. I mean, it's a hip hop list, and
it's cool.
I'm older than you are. I don't know half these people, but I'm sure it's reflective of.
Go back to the list, Taylor. Hey, Jadakiss said, "Fuck the list."
Yeah.
Oh, that was last year. He ain't gonna say that this year. They number 4 on there. That was
Sorry.
That was last year. Jadakiss trashes complex hip hop media powers. That was last year. Okay, Act. Of course we know Act. No Joe Budden. No Vlad. No Jadakiss and Fat Joe. No Charlamagne. Anthony Fontino. I know him. Rory Mal. Know them. Kirko. I know them. Ebro, know him. Black Boy Max, know him. On the Radar, know him. Kai Sinet, know him. Big Bank, of course, know him. Salute the Big Bank. Make sure you listen to the Big Bank podcast and the Big Facts podcast on the Black Effect Podcast Network.
I didn't know he was Black Effect.
Absolutely. Fraser Tharp, know him. Yes. Cam, of course, know him. Why is John Caramanica and Joe Costarelli on this?
That's podcast. That's New York Times. We've talked about that stuff a lot.
That's the New York Times.
All I remember is the Jack Harlow interview.
No, they did Jack Harlow. They did ASAP Rocky. They did Drewski. They've had a ton of
hip hop.
I mean, culture.
Hip hop adjacent.
But I'm not against them being on the list. I don't know about as high, because I feel like I just don't know if people are following them in like an impactful way, but they have really good conversations.
Like an ambassador outside the culture.
And their conversations to me are always very well researched. And for them to be white, they're not afraid to go across the line and like they asked Jack Harlow. That's how we got that whole.
That's why Jack Harlow got in trouble, because he should have went and sat with the R&B Money podcast, Tank and Jay Valentine, as opposed to sitting with them. You can't sit with 2 white guys and talk about black music. He should have went and sat with R&B aficionados, Tank and Jay Valentine.
I wouldn't have been mad at that.
And that would have, I guarantee you, the rollout and the way his music was received would have been totally different. If you sitting there with Tank and Jay Valentine and you breaking down, your music and why you wanted to do R&B, even if he said that same thing he said in that interview with John then, where he said, what did he say?
He said he went blacker or something like that.
Yeah, he's
I'm
blacker.
paraphrasing.
It would have been laughed at on the Tank and Jay Valentine podcast. With that, it looks crazy.
Because they can't push back. They see what he's doing, but what they gonna say?
Yeah, because they were like, damn, well, maybe you're blacker than us because we can't say anything about it.
I feel like you didn't even recognize them by name. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they should be 16. You have to say Popcast or
No, I recognize them by name. I
didn't at first.
Why are they up there?
It's been around for ages.
I didn't recognize them by name.
One of the top music writers in the country.
Absolutely. Boule Kev, that's my guy. Salute to Boule Kev. Love seeing him on the list. Gillian Wallow, 18 feels too low for Gillian Wallow, for me, always. Gillian Wallow.
They talked about the fact that Gillian Wallow, you haven't seen as much viral from them this year.
That's what happens when you're too consistent. When you're too consistent, Gillian Wallow too consistent. I see Gillian Wallow stuff on my timeline all the time. I see them interviewing rappers, athletes all the time. But when you're too consistent, people start to take it for granted. I just really believe that. Neon, say what you want, he should be on the list. I see him talking to all the rappers.
At 19, though?
I mean, I probably can even argue he could probably be a little higher.
You don't think
At least
Shannon
top
Sharp?
15, maybe. We'll get that. Nadeska. Nadeska. Well, she do the Apple show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did the J. Cole
She did the J. Cole. Nardwar. I must be the only person who don't see Nardwar interviews no more.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I don't ever see, and every time I say that, people be like, no, he's still, I don't ever see Nardwar interviews
But I
anymore.
think because he's just grown to be so big that people, I don't know, like.
I fuck with Nardwar. He's an all-time legend, but I don't personally see his stuff that much no more. Loren LaRosa, LL Cool Bay.
22, my favorite number.
Do you feel like you're a hip-hop media personality?
I don't feel like I'm a hip-hop media personality. I'm grateful to be on this list, though, but I feel like I span across a ton of different things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people have ever actually heard me have like a very deep hip-hop conversation. No one's ever asked me to have one.
I think because of the Diddy trial.
Yeah, I could see that.
Breakfast Club.
Yes.
People put you in the hip-hop conversation.
I'm not mad at it, but like I talked about this on my podcast, on the latest with Loren LaRosa. I'm not mad at it because like it's what I grew up on, it's what I know. So naturally I can talk about certain things, but because I respect people's art of real hip hop journalism, when people say that to me, I always say no. Like someone who can, like I think of hip hop journalists as like a Rob Markman, a B Dot, like people who really can like sit and dissect. And there's like in fashion, we have these things called archives. Like I could tell you if a Sheinelle bag is an old piece. I might can tell you the time period, who I saw with it on. That's what hip hop journalists do to hip hop music. Like I can't sit and do that without having a couple days to really figure it out before I talk to you.
You know what's interesting about hip-hop journalism? There is no such thing as pure hip-hop journalism anymore. Because hip-hop is pop culture. As much as we don't want to accept it, as much as people may not want to embrace it, hip-hop is pop culture. So hip-hop bleeds into everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on right now that doesn't have a sprinkle of hip-hop in it. Like
That's true.
If the Super Bowl happens, Cardi B's dating Stephon Diggs, and that becomes, more of the conversation, right? Like you think about the Met Gala. You got to talk about, Jay-Z being there with Beyonce and his daughter Blue. You understand what I'm saying? Like hip hop literally is sprinkled into every facet of. But you can't discuss politics
Without talking about hip hop.
without talking about fucking hip hop.
I think for me though, it's just like when I knew I wanted to do this, I would watch like Elliot Wilson and B Dot do the King conversations and our early Breakfast Club and just certain things that I would watch that I'm like, I know what the pinnacle is, and I don't be knowing if I'm at that point. Like, there's a lot of real deep hip hop journalists that I feel like Angie Martinez is a hip hop journalist.
Oh, come on, man.
Like
one of the best. But also Angie can talk to anybody.
Yes.
And has always spoken to anybody.
But I think it's become a new thing where in hip hop, you're okay with going out and talking to anybody and having all these conversations. And I think Breakfast Club and a lot of other places, really Breakfast Club for me, y'all were the first place I saw kind of spanning across everything for us, like Black people.
Breakfast Club wouldn't be Breakfast Club if we didn't do that. Because how many rappers are you going to talk to? I've been doing radio for 28 years. I've been doing hip hop radio for 28 years. Breakfast Club for 15, be 16 this year. I've interviewed Jay-Z one time.
Mm-hmm.
I've never interviewed, I think I interviewed Nas once over Zoom. Who's some other guy? I think we interviewed Kendrick. We interviewed Kendrick a couple of times on the come up, but like never interviewed Drake. Never interviewed Lil Wayne. Huh?
Eminem?
Never interviewed Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my point. So it's like if you had to rely on the hip hop artists to grow your hip hop platform, your platform would not grow.
Yeah, I don't know why I still think about it so old school, and I maybe it's because like I don't know, just like the source and all these places. That's what always to me was like this is what's accredited and this is what matters, and I don't know, it's just always been different for me. I always looked at it like I could talk about hip hop because I grew up in it and I love it and I can have conversation, but because I do other things, when people say hip hop journalist, I always kind of like be like, because don't get me to list top 10 much of anything. I don't want to do stuff like that.
I'm talking about the history and the
Yeah,
context.
like I can do it. I can tell you who I like. I can tell you who's moving the needle culturally. My perspective is going to be a little bit different. But when it comes to like lyrics and like real life, like
Producer
drops and
also worked on a project 20 years earlier, and he was a protege of this person.
I know certain things, and I'm okay with that. And I research what I
does
don't
a good
know.
job with
Rob
that.
That's what I'm
is definitely
saying.
a hip hop journalist.
Rob Markman is like the hip hop journalist. I would never go toe for toe with him in a certain debate about certain things because that's his, So
Nelson George.
Well, that's now you're really.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm only giving you these names, and I looked some of these up because it started to come to me as you was talking. But Nelson George, Dream Hampton, Sway.
Sway,
Sway,
yes.
absolutely.
see, okay, but when you
Fab
say
Five Freddy,
when you say Sway, for me, I'm like, okay, then yeah, I'm not mad at the title then.
Shaheem Reed.
Yes.
I think of people like Eric Parker. You know what I'm saying? Like, Daytwan. How can I forget Daytwan? Like, these are the people that I think about when I think about like true hip hop journalism.
And you got to put Elliot Wilson in that category too.
Yeah, for sure.
I do.
Absolutely, 100%, absolutely. Elliot, but B dot, but I'm saying all that to say there used to be a hip hop journalism plan.
Well, there were
Yeah.
also platforms that required that. There was the Source,
Double XL, yeah.
I mean, these were actual magazines that needed
Blaze.
writers, editors. Those are all gone.
Yeah, Vibe. That's the thing. What Chris said is true. All of those entities used to focus strictly on hip hop and hip hop media. So you needed hip hop journalists. The game's just not like that no more.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe we're ushering in something new. Because when you mentioned Sway,
Ushering in. It's here.
I mean, it's here, yeah. When you say Sway, it made me feel like if someone was to say hip hop journalist to me, I don't know if I would be like, no, don't say that. Because to me, Sway talks to everybody and he's really good at it, but he also is like hip hop too.
100%.
What's the one thing we're not talking about in terms of the qualifications of this people, which is what's changed dramatically?
Platform?
Writing.
Writing.
Oh,
yeah.
writing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hip hop journalist was defined by writers for years and years and years.
Wow.
Because that's how you communicated these stories. Nobody writes shit anymore. They just talk.
I was thinking, I want to get back into like writing on a regular basis. I mean, I write, but nowadays I write for, when I'm writing scripts or Donkey of the Day every day, or writing things for other people, or writing books, of course. But like, I used to write for Ozone magazine.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And like, I used to write a column for Ozone called The Chin Check. And I kind of missed it. I kind of missed like writing. I know Substack is a place that people say they go to get that kind of stuff. But are people really reading shit?
Nah, people on Substack crazy.
Really?
People are into
Substack is
Substack.
huge right now.
Like so much conversation, and Substack is like the more elevated level of threads. Like you have Twitter, which is just the bottom of the bottom. You have Threads, which is like it's kind of mixture of the two. LinkedIn, little mixture sometimes, but now Substack has become like the elevated, like you can get on there and talk crazy, but like people engage, they take it to other platform. People love Substack.
And you can also go in depth with writing,
Yes,
which you can't do on the
100%.
other platform.
I mean, honestly, that's how I even knew who Elliot Wilson was, because I would read his
in the top of every issue.
XXL. It was the editorial rant. It might have been the source too. I can't remember which one it was, but I used to read it in the beginning. I'm a reader, so I used to like to read people's editorials.
This is the first complex list in their history of the list. They say for the first time ever, they included writers because some of the biggest moments in rap this year included more traditional
Who are the writers on this list?
Frazier, him.
Oh, yeah.
Who else writes here? Well, you said
Monica and Kelsey, they're both writers. So
yeah, they said
they're not reacting to their articles. They're really reacting to the podcast.
they might be though. Let me see what they listed for
I
them.
think Loren should have been higher.
I think Fantano might write as well.
I would have put Loren top 15, but 22 is cool. Traplow Ross, 23. Shannon Sharp, 24. Does Shannon talk to a lot of rappers? I don't be seeing Shannon talk to no rappers.
I have to go on to YouTube. I don't even remember Shannon Sharp's like big stuff this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's still talking to people of the culture in a sense, though.
I mean, yeah, but they're not rap. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to figure out what qualifies him to be a hip-hop media personality. Is Shannon a big personality? Absolutely.
He did Kevin Gates. They list Kevin Gates. Yeah.
Kevin Gates?
They list many of his best conversations involve rappers, whether it's his batshit Kevin Gates interview or his revealing chat with G Herbo. His team chops it up with clips and
I see the G Herbo one. I saw the Kevin Gates one.
I don't know if I remember the G Herbo one.
I mean, listen, Shannon is a huge media personality, period. I just don't look at him as a hip-hop media personality. Who else is on the list, Taylor? That's 24. Who else? Let's see. God damn, Taylor, you know I'm old. Make that bigger, please. 25. Who's 25? Neon. Say what you want. Neon should be on there. He interviewed.
But I thought he was on the other list.
Yeah,
He was.
Trap Laws 4 bosses.
Nah, this is something else. Hold on. What'd you just
That's
say?
at the bottom of Complex website.
Nah, that ain't it. Go back to the list you had where they showed the pictures.
No,
Taylor.
look. Oh, okay.
Go back to where you showed the
Oh,
pictures.
this is the community ranking. Sorry, y'all. Community ranking puts you at number 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a community ranking at the bottom. They put you at number 2.
Listen, I am appreciative of any list. I'm old. Y'all been on. I was born in 1978, guys. Okay, I've been doing this shit for 28 years. Okay, if I'm on a list, cool. It like I'm grateful. All right, Rob, go to 25. Go to 25. Rob is way too low.
I felt like
The
that
Rob
too.
Markman disrespect
And
is
Wayno
crazy.
should have been on this list.
Wayno
as
should have
well, too.
definitely been on
Wayno
there.
talks about a lot of things, a lot of people all day long as well. That it's like true core hip hop conversations.
Okay, who's 25? Who's 25? That was Nori. Oh, Nore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Salute to Nori. I don't like the Drink Champs disrespect. Salute to Drink Champs. Drink Champs is definitely partnering with the Black Effect Podcast Network. Once again, Nori is suffering from what a lot of people suffer from. Is when you've been around so long and you've been consistent for so long, people start to take what it is you do for granted. Drink Champs is what, celebrating a decade now? If they're on a decade, Budden got to be a decade plus. Ack is definitely a decade plus in the game.
Is that what we're feeling? Because I too feel like a lot of people don't yell and scream about their interviews anymore like they were at one point.
But I don't think, here's the thing, I don't know if they ever did because Drink Champs literally was for a certain demo.
No, people was going crazy about Drink Champs.
But right, what's the difference? You just mentioned Budden, Ack, and then Drink Champs, right? What's the difference between those?
Budden and Ack still focus on current events.
Well, there's one other difference too.
What?
They're not guest reliant.
Oh, they're not guest reliant. Okay.
That's the danger of having a guest reliant show. This is why we can do this show for 15 years.
Oh, that's a good point.
We don't need a guest.
Nori does. Nori
He might not. He might not, but
Nori and
maybe that's
EFN don't need a guest.
Right. But when every week, what happens is after a while, people start to just check to see who the guest is and they kind of cherry pick. I'm interested in this person. I'm not interested in that person.
Yeah.
Very interesting point because Nori is so entertaining.
I would listen to Nori.
That's what I'm saying. Look, think about all the ruckus Nori calls going on Jason Lee podcast.
Right.
Just talking about shit that's going on in
When
the
I
world.
saw him at the Black Effect Podcast Festival, he was like, hey, I said, don't hate me. I called you 3 times. You were supposed to give me a follow-up to that interview. He was like, I didn't get your call. I was like, we were put in a group chat. You got the call. That interview was so many places for
It was.
so long because of everything he talked about.
Only Taylor would close the computer and walk out the room.
I don't think she even thought about it.
As we're producing, she literally closed the computer.
I have the next
producer of
person on the
y'all.
list.
She's the producer of the show. She pulled the list up just to close it. Only Taylor, yo.
I'm trying to check.
She gonna forget to go to her wedding, yo. That's what's gonna happen.
You know who's gonna be there?
The wedding planner.
It's all right, Taylor. You know
wedding
I'm with
planner
you. Whatever
gonna
you want to
be
do, you rocking,
there.
I'm rolling.
That wedding planner gonna be there.
26 is, or y'all want to keep going or wait?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going backwards. Who's backwards?
26 is Jim Jones.
Another interesting one, not because Jim shouldn't be up there, it's just interesting for me as a lifelong media personality to see how artists have truly infiltrated the culture. And I mean, that's where you gotta give Joe Budden all the credit.
You know what I respect about Jim Jones and everything he's doing because it's new with Let's Rap About It and Artist to Artist. He didn't care that, because a lot of artists who should be talking about things be like, no, everybody's doing it. Now we got too many rappers in the space, I don't want to do it. He gave it a shot and it worked. It's working out for him.
Once again, you gotta give Joe Budden all the credit.
Yeah.
No, well, okay, no. Let me take that back. I give Joe Budden all the credit for all of these rappers you see currently hosting podcasts, but the first rapper I ever remember hosting a podcast was Ice-T.
Really?
Right. I see. Now, he was loudspeaker, wasn't he, Chris?
Yeah, give me some credit too. I tried to do this 15 years ago.
The Podfather, Chris
I
Monroe.
was just a little early.
What was the pushback when you was trying to do it? Like, did they not want to?
I think there was a cycle. First, when I was trying to do it, they just didn't think that there was enough money. And I think there was also a bit of...
There wasn't back then, though.
And it was corny. Like, it kind of signaled that your career was over. Ice-T didn't care. And he's always been a little bit of a visionary.
Mm-hmm.
So he was never worried about that. But then when the money started to come in, I think the rappers were sort of like, who cares if it's corny?
Right.
And then now we're at a point where the money isn't the same as it was, let's say 5 years ago. But what's really paramount to these guys, I think, is just staying in the conversation and staying in the mix.
You're right.
The way my other big screw up was 10, 15 years ago, I wanted to make a network of ex-NBA players, right?
Oh.
I was like, I had a show I wanted to do called The Journeyman, and you just interview guys who weren't even stars. And I was like, man, these NBA players will never do it because they've made so much money over their career. Why would they do a podcast? Maybe I'll give them, 15,000, 20,000, whatever it is. I never pursued it. But my miscalculation was these guys just miss being in the limelight. They miss people talking about them. You can't replace that, no matter how much money they made. And I think with the rappers, it's the same thing. Like,
I agree with you.
the music's not moving anything anymore.
But you know what, though, Chris? There is another level for the rappers with podcasts to go. Like, see, basketball players with podcasts can't ever come back to the game to play. But if you're a rapper with a podcast, you can still put out music.
Right.
We have yet to see that yet. We have yet to see the dots connect with somebody who has a hot podcast and can connect the dots with the music. I only think there's going to be one person that it's going to work for, though.
Who?
Jada.
Oh, 100%.
I could see that.
Jada.
Because the masses look for him and want to hear him all the time.
Yep.
I will say, I feel like Let's Rap About It tried it with the freestyle that they did when they responded and then they talked about it on the podcast. And I think culturally that picked up, but like for like masses and like Billboard charting, yeah, for sure, Jadakiss is definitely in a good situation for
And
him.
I think it could work for Fab.
Yep.
Yeah, Fab.
I think it could work for Fab.
He stood out so much.
Man.
It was crazy to me to hear people talk about, oh my God, Fab. And I'm like, this has always been him. It's
But
just now y'all are watching the podcast.
That was my pitch when I tried this years ago. And this is more so than NBA players. I remember going, shout out to the mid-roll, they didn't get it. But I went to them and I said, give me some money to partner with this. Because I was like, rappers at their essence are just good fucking talkers. They're people who can talk on a mic, like more so than an NBA player, right? Like, this is their natural habitat almost. Of course they're going to be good podcasters.
Yeah.
Because they can talk.
And don't get me wrong, Jim makes great music. I've been on record saying I think Jim has been making some of the best music coming out of New York for a long time. But Jada has always been recognized as a elite level MC. Right? Even when they did that, they put out that record from the Locks that they played on Kiss and Joe show a few months ago. That shit was hard, right? So Jada can drop an album right now, and I think the podcast will help him. I think it'll help Fab as well, because we haven't heard from Fab in a while. But I don't know if the pod is big enough yet to help Fab, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kiss and Joe's pod
It's big enough.
is big enough right now where it can help Kiss. The only other person that would really blow shit out the water is Joe. Like if Joe came out with an EP or something. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't heard him rap in 10 years, 10, 11 years. Oh, no, I don't think it's been that long. Has it been that long?
It's been
Maybe a decade.
but people want to see that. He just says he
Maybe.
don't want to do it.
Also, possibly Cameron.
Oh, Cam for sure.
Yeah.
But see, Cam's a little...
They rap through the podcast though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam for
And
sure.
people like those.
But people
Cam for
culturally
sure.
want to they still want to hear Cameron, especially him and Mace together. People still just want to hear that even if they didn't have the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Cam's a little bit different from me though, because Cam, it's something about Cam that's just always fresh. Like the music is always fresh when he drops, and the pod is super fresh. So, and he used his pod to still rap. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. He's connected the two in a way. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. And he hasn't put out a project, but he's connected the two in a way where he don't let you forget. I'm a rapper too, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I can see him having a breakout hit.
Yeah.
One just catches.
Yeah.
I can see that happen.
I looked it up. It says Joe Budden, he retired in 2018 according to Google.
Oh, okay. Like rapping from the desk, if you can, makes so much sense. Like he don't let you
He
forget he's
raps
a rapper.
about stuff in the show. He makes
Yes.
he addresses issues in the show with
Yes.
the raps, which is why it's relevant.
Who's next, Taylor? Who's 25? Who's at 25? The Art of Dialogue. No, that's 27. Yeah, what's waiting for? Oh yeah, we going up. You're right. 27. The Art of Dialogue. Yeah, love the Art of Dialogue's dope. I mean, honestly, they should be higher. 27? Sometimes I see Art of Dialogue and don't know if it's Vlad or not.
Because of just who they're getting. Right?
Yes, art should definitely be higher, I think. Who's at 28? Mero, salute to Mero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see Mero up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hot 97 morning show. I mean, just being the host of that morning show and him being who he is, that's a brand. That's a major brand connecting with a brand that still has relevance, right? Like Mero's definitely Mero, and he's connected with a brand that still has relevance. Now, this is why I get old. I have no idea who Arshawn Jawad is. Who is that? Respectfully.
Don't ask me.
Let me read his
Let me go to his platform and see if I
back in March, Arshawn Jawad. Make it Taylor. The muscle and brains behind Kids Take Over posted a vlog expressing regret about being infatuated with hustle culture and not experiencing his 20s. It's a surprising video. He's in his mid-20s and he's already looking back. This year he doubled down in the underground even while scaling operations. Yes, Arshawn used his trademark curiosity and rigor for talks with local rap figures like Tezis and Diamond, Zucchini, and Lucy Bedrock, but he also showed signs of growth playing with new formats like blogging and hosting events at the Barclays. I'm old, guys.
Yeah, that one. No.
I have no idea who this is.
Can I see his what's the name again? I'm trying to right. I just need to see the spelling of this.
I just don't think that you can have any conversation about somebody breaking new artists and not have Nyla Simone on there. Nyla Simone breaks new artists on her Pass the Aux segment on Breakfast Club every Friday. She breaks new artists on her show on Sundays on Power 105. She has the best new artist showcase in the game with Certified Vibe, and I can't wait till y'all hear Nyla's album. Everybody having all these conversations about, you know, they don't know what hip-hop is on right now. Nyla about to show you what hip-hop is on. Number 30, DJ Head and Gina Views, gang, West Coast. Let me tell you how much I love DJ Head and Gina Views. First of all, you know, Head, that's my guy, that's my brother, man. I know Head for a while now. I met him through my good sister, Debbie Brown. And you know, when you meet good people through good people, you tend to see why, oh, okay, I see why you've always vibed with this person's energy. And man, Head is just a good human.
Good guy, yep.
Who took advantage in a real way. And when I say take advantage, I'm not saying this in a bad way. Who took advantage of the Kendrick Lamar Drake situation. As just the reality of it.
And you know what? So when Ack was talking to Jordan Rose and he was talking about how like people are still stuck on that Drake-Kendrick beef and that being the only reason why they're making lists years later or whatever, I thought about Head because in that moment, there was a lot of conversation on him, but what he's been able to build that has, you don't even have to mention that. And people are having conversations with him. But a lot of it is because he created a platform that opened up to other people. Like with him bringing Gina on and, you know, centering her while also centering himself. Like, I feel like he's getting back what he's put out tenfold.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he was just a really good person to a person. And now we're getting to see all of his, like, you know, the fruits of his labor. And
well, also too, Head is new to y'all. Head ain't new to people that's in the know. Head has been growing this. And when I say y'all, I'm not talking about you, Loren. I'm talking about people that are listening to me right now. Head had homegrown radio with Chuck Dizzle, right? And they were breaking all of these new West Coast artists way back when. That's why I heard most of TDE. The same way I can talk about Act and how I heard all of them guys that didn't even have tattoos on their face back then. It's the same thing with Head. That's the Kendricks, the Av Souls, the Qs. That whole young West Coast regime, Glasses Malone, it was all coming through homegrown radio. And then you fast forward, Head ends up on Real 92.3,
right.
LA. Him and Bootleg Kev were doing a show together. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a foundation that was being laid. When you think that that's just Kendrick homie because that's just Kendrick homie, nah, they was on tour together.
Do you feel like DJ Head is finally getting some of the stuff that he deserves?
I don't think Head even yes, but he's
is the wheel starting to turn?
Yeah, they've been turning, but he's not even scratching the surface of where he can take it. And also, I think the other thing people don't realize about Head is he's got a brain. Like
A
I know his
real one.
skull is big as fuck. You
You
know what I'm
No,
saying?
literally.
I know
But,
I know he got a
for
big
real.
ass head.
He
but
be
there's-
on like tech and all this stuff mad early. Like,
Exactly. Head has shown me things that can change the world. Like things that I'm like, oh, I'll invest some money into that right now. He got
Yeah.
this one thing in particular. I'm like, yeah, I'll invest money into that right now. Head running around here with Will I Am. That's why I love to see people grow into who we know they're going to be.
right.
Like this guy loves tech, like you said. He's got things that I've seen him create in the tech space that I know can net him a couple $100 million, but he's with the right people. He's with Will I Am. You understand what I'm saying? He running around doing that, the FY, what's it called, FYI, or I think that's the name of the company. But yes, and what you said is very key. I'm talking about him laying the foundation, but when that moment came and Kendrick is just amplifying one of his homies as he should, hey, they ain't sit around and wait. They was like, all right, I'm gonna do this show with Elliot and Jeremy for a little minute, but now I'm gonna go start this show on Sirius Satellite Radio, and I'm gonna go get super West Coast all the way Gina Views to come rock with me. And I told y'all this shit last year. Ain't none of y'all niggas better than Gina Views.
I love
Hip-hop
Gina.
personality-wise.
This past
fuck
weekend
outta
with at Black Effect, that's the first time me and her like actually talked. She is hilarious.
Nigga, that's her.
But
I love her.
She's just like a
She's so
good
funny.
ass person.
Yeah.
Like Gina, I will always have so much respect for because when I met her, me and her were like, we didn't know each other at all, but we were just trying to figure it out. And from afar, watching her figure it out, it was just, I just respect, because she get up and go to work. Like, she get up and go to work.
She hustles.
Yes, like, and she come up with the product. She got whole fashions. Like, she does so much. So to see people actually, like...
I don't like all that whole fashion shit. I don't like.
But it's hers.
I don't want to see Gina in that whole light.
It's hers, and she builds it, and she's very consistent with it. And what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people don't work. Like, a lot of people just want to, like, turn on a camera and be like, yo, I'm here, and you should be too.
Gina
she
hustles.
go to work. Yeah.
She hustles. If you tell Gina to be somewhere, she gonna be there. And I'm just talking as a personality. Ain't none of y'all niggas fucking with Gina. You know why y'all can't fuck with Gina? Because that's really her, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's really who Gina is. Like, Gina, what you get on that microphone on Sirius Satellite Radio on Effective immediately, that's who she is in real life. Gina is a pleasure to be around. I love her light.
And very honest.
Very motherfucking honest. Like, Gina one of them ones, like, and she got that. I said all of this is just the beginning for so many of these individuals. Like, we're watching the beginning stages of where people are even going.
But that's why lists, for people who are new to the list, that's the excitement of it, is like, you feel like you're a part of a class, and now you're like looking around and watching people, and like I felt like that about Gina forever. Like, okay,
Yeah.
she's a part of the class of like, we're figuring this out in real time and we're doing it differently. But now you see like all these other people that are doing it as well too, and some of them you might be tapping into the first time, but
And Gina really hip hop too.
Yeah.
Gina's hip hop.
Yes.
To the core,
Down.
to the bone gristle.
She's one of the people, and I said this on my podcast, if people talk to me about what women should be in that hip-hop journalist conversation, I think of her, because it's a very male-dominated space. But if you want girls that's going to go word for word, bar for bar, history, producer this, she's going to do that with you.
Yeah.
Gina and Nyla motherfucking Simone.
As well, yep.
But I went to
They
LA.
cousins too, by the way. Man.
In real life?
For
In real life, yeah.
Oh, wow. I went
you
to.
lying?
I'm dead ass
Oh
serious.
yeah, you said Nyland. Yeah,
And
they
Nyla
are.
and Gina.
When did
found
they find that out?
I think a couple years ago.
Yeah.
There's some family down south.
No,
straight up.
I've never heard that.
No, for real. They literally said that at the festival.
Wow.
Yeah, cousins.
But I went to watch their show, like while they were recording, and it's so funny because like when the tapes go off, like when they hit stop, they're the same exact person, like
Yes.
on air and off air.
That's Gina in head. You getting
Yeah.
exactly what you see on that fucking camera. I love Gina in head, man. They should be higher. But Complex, at least you got it the fuck right and put them on there. Who else we got? Who else is up
Well,
there?
you screamed on them last year, so.
I didn't scream. I just want y'all to pay attention. Like they literally, it wasn't last year, the year before, they literally said, because it was so centered around the Kendrick Drake beef. How you don't got head on there then? Like, but we're not gonna talk about what it was. Underground Sound, I'm old, guys. I have no idea what this is. What is Underground? Let me read with that. What is Underground Sound? Underground Sound is the largest page dedicated to what's become known as the rap underground, which is not the underground of 15 years ago, fueling real-time updates on the newest talent with a meme-driven edge. Meme-driven edge, underground sound is a launching pad for emerging artists pushing names like Netspin and SD Kid. Its ciphers have become a proving ground, effectively filling the role of Double XL's freshman freestyle, giving new names like Benji Blue Bills, Tezis, and Diamond, and Too Slimy their own viral moments. I don't know anything. That shit look like Spanish to me.
There's
I have
like a
no
whole-
idea what the fuck I just
It's
read.
like a whole wave. I mean, I wouldn't even know if it's just youth culture, but it's just like a whole wave of like the very, very super viral stream rap. The kids are outside. They might mosh pit a little bit. Like it's a no.
Well, salute to underground sound. I don't know. Like I stop at Nyla and On the Radar. That's why
Ain't nothing
I'll
wrong
dig
with
deeper.
that.
I can dig deeper. I just never heard of underground sound. But salute to y'all. Who else on the list? Taylor. Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else we got? Elliot Wilson.
Now, there's a debate around him being on the list. Only because he's
I
been
didn't know what you said in the podcast.
he's been okay, so he's been notably quiet.
Let me read why they got Elliot on.
He was going through some health things.
Feature. Oh no, Up Rocks. Yeah, Up Rocks. Jeremy and Head Show.
He had just got back to doing all that, you know? The interviews and all the stuff, and then his health stuff started, and then he was going through some things in his personal life, and then announced he's having twins.
He said he said Jid, he interviewed Jid, God Does Like Ugly.
He's older than
Picture
you?
podcast. I mean, I don't know, man.
You know, you just don't want to say how you feel right now.
I don't. I'm not going to knock Elliot. It's hard. I'm not a hater. So I'm not going to knock
What
Elliot.
would you hate on though?
You're not a hater.
Him been on the list at all?
Don't
yeah,
ever
you're
question
right.
my hating
You
skills.
are so
I can
right.
find a reason to
Girl,
hate
you
on
can hate
anybody.
them. That's
Okay,
right, I forgot.
I can find a reason to hate.
I forgot you know how to read a bitch. My bad.
No, I'm just really thinking. I can. There's a lot of people like Wayne. I can put Wayno, Nyla. I can put B. Dot.
But it's because you've heard from them all year. That would be your only argument against Elliot. Because other than that, when you hear from him, even if you don't agree with what he's saying, he is in a space.
32, not a bad number. I would probably have put him 35 though.
Because why?
I just feel like there's a lot more people who did a lot more this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But people feel like because of the lack of what he's done this year, he shouldn't be on the list at all. That's what I'm saying. So you're saying put him lower. People are like, why is he on the list at all?
I don't disagree. I don't think he shouldn't be on the list at all. Like, because we just read a lot of stuff that he did in the last 365. So no, I don't think he should not be on the list.
I love Elliot Wilson, and I think it's because I still hold on to like what I watched that inspired me to want to sit down and talk to people. And you know, I know he's gotten away from that before, and I think people hold on to that too, like the stuff he was going through.
I respect Elliot in the hip hop journalist space. I don't put him in the hip hop personality space though. I don't put him with the Sways and the Big Boys and the Angie Martinez. I put him in that hip hop journalism thing I was talking about earlier.
Yep.
I put him in that class.
He should write.
He should write. Word up. He could be. Elliot could be making a killing on Substack. Bring back Yellow Nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, but here's the thing. I'm not mad at Elliot only going into the writing, but you don't feel like that era of interviews that he did when it was him and B-Dot weren't good as well?
Keywords and B-Dot.
And I told Elliot this when we did our interview. Like, that was your sweet spot. That's where it's at.
Absolutely. 100%. Who else we got? Who else is on the list, Taylor gang?
He has twins. It's crazy.
What? Let that man dick still work, Taylor. God damn.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
like,
but
Salute to Elliot.
but you're
Congratulations on the twins.
But you're having
Moving on.
twins versus just one child.
But never mind.
Can't control.
What the fuck is she talking about?
No, okay, we're gonna take this up. I'm saying
that
like,
No, we're
it
not.
was
We're
already-
keeping this in
it was
there.
already-
People need to know how crazy you are. Okay? As if he could control that. All right? All right?
no, I'm saying because it wasn't with the
No.
person, right? Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Huh? What happened?
So you know he went through a divorce.
Oh, I ain't see. That's that latest.
Yeah,
Orange.
but-
I don't know nothing about
But
that.
that's why I don't know why they linked it in here. But he introduced the world to his twins on his ex account, so they linked that in here, and a lot of people found out that it
They're
wasn't.
beautiful.
They are
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I'm not saying I'm looking for
Congratulations,
babies.
Elliot. What's next, Taylor? Alfonso Pierre. I'm getting familiar. I don't know who this is. What is his resume? Pitchfork, few on the list inspired vitriol like Alfonso Pierre, who's caught heat from the Clips fans, and Brent Faiyaz, to name just a couple examples. The Pitchfork senior writer is one of the few rap critics left, and he knows that being rigorous and hilarious aren't mutually exclusive. When he pins pans, they're filled with nuance and clever one-liners. When he gives something his cosign, it's usually a smaller act like Starker and Xavier So Bass, who both got best new music treatments. And whether he's going on tour with Ken Carson or writing op-eds about All-Star Jr., his voice extends beyond the rap critic lane. Once again, I'm old, B. I don't respect to you, Alfonso Pierre. I know Pitchfork, of course.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what you're saying. This is a writer that they highlighted.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, I've seen people push back about the fact that he's on the list.
Why?
But did they just feel like he shouldn't? I don't know. People, they just have their feelings. He shouldn't be there. Maybe because they feel like of all of Pitchfork, there's other people that you could have talked about. But I don't know personally. I don't follow everything he does personally. But I've heard people who actually work with artists credit his work to like actually helping the artists when it comes to like the reviews and stuff like that.
That's all that matters then. Just keep doing your thing, Alfonso. Who's 34? 34 and 35, 34. Once again, salute to Dante. I have no idea who this is. I'm still Dante.
I don't know who that is either.
In a world of clickbait, what is that word?
Nihilism.
There's something wholesome about I'm Dante's reaction videos, now 33, who's grown into young OG status, giving fans the verdict on every major album drop from Yeat's double album ADL to an epic 3-hour rundown of J. Cole's The Fall Off. His animated delivery and productivity speak for themselves. Salute to you, Dante.
Yeah, congratulations.
I don't know who you are, but I'm tuned in now. That's also the beauty of these lists. You learn about
Fine people, yeah.
Number 35, the OG Rob Markman, my guy. Love Rob, talk to Rob damn near every day. Rob should be way higher on this motherfucking list. You know, the thing I love about what Rob and what Wayno have done, to your point earlier, Chris, they're not just sitting back relying on interviews. They've created these platforms and these platforms where they're just talking to you about what's going on in hip hop. Because guys like Wayno, guys like Rob, they've been around for a while. They offer a lot in regards of actual hip hop commentary. And they correct the record on a lot of people who don't know what the fuck they talking about.
I was about to say, when I'm trying to figure out something very hip hop, like deep, and I look it up and I really don't understand it, Rob Markman and Wayno, their content, I go and I listen to them because I can trust what they're saying from a historical standpoint.
And that's why what Rob is doing, what Wayno is doing, what guys like Elliot need to do. And even honestly, if they felt like it, the OGs like the Sways, I guess my role is kind of like that too, Angie Martinez. We've never seen hip hop where it is now, where there's like no demographic. Like it's just a flat surface. Like there's no, even though there is OG veterans, but it's just like everything is blended into one.
Yeah.
And so many things get spoken to out of context. You understand what I'm saying? Like so many things get spoken to out of context. Like I watch academic videos sometimes and I'll be like, the reason that Jay-Z is doing so much this year is because it's the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. And it's the 25th anniversary of The Blueprint. Stop making it seem like he's like he's doing all of this stuff just because he's trying to change the headlines. No, we gotta acknowledge the hip hop of it all. I'd be like, that's the type of stuff Rob and Wayno will do. They'll do a video about something that an academic said in that manner and correct the record. Because Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's first album and arguably, some people argue his best album. And then you got Blueprint, which is arguably one of his best albums. Blueprint got 5 mics in the source. So if it's the 30-year anniversary of your first album and the 25th anniversary of arguably your best album, why wouldn't you be celebrating?
Yep.
Why wouldn't you be having concerts? Why wouldn't you be doing interviews and all of this other shit? That's this type of stuff that, like I said, Rob and the Waynos and everybody will correct the record on. But all of those OGs I mentioned should be correcting the record on a lot of these conversations that are happening from younger personalities who don't quite know what they're talking about.
But you know what's crazy is a lot of people will do it behind the scenes. Like I've had people call me and be like, hey, I saw you talking about this. I just want to add this context just because I actually experienced it in real life and I care about where you're going, so I want you. You know what I mean? They don't feel like, they don't want to be, because it's such a like.
They don't want to look like they're shitting on you. Yeah.
Or also, too, it's just like a shit show of like everybody reacts to it.
Yeah.
And you're part of conversations you want to be a part of. When if your whole idea is to protect and like archive, let me just call you and talk to you so I don't got to be in the circus of the thing.
Yeah. I know. You're right. You're right. But salute to the complex list, man. Top 35. What is it? Powerful people in hip hop? Whatever.
I feel like Breakfast Club as a show should have been on here too.
I think Breakfast Club, I really think.
We're intertwined throughout all 35 of these people in their moments.
Yeah, I don't want to say evolve from hip hop because you can never evolve from hip hop. But what I would like to see with lists like this in the future is recognize the evolution of hip hop. Because I feel like if you don't recognize the evolution of hip hop, you're going to miss what an Angie Martinez is doing right now. You're going to miss what a Sway is doing right now.
Yeah.
You're going to miss what a Breakfast Club is doing right now. You know what I mean? Because where hip hop, like I said, is pop culture. We're intertwined with everything that's going on in life. When you got the White House responding to things that are being said on Breakfast Club, like, and not just this administration, you know what I mean? The previous administration, that's a different thing. And I can't wait till these lists start acknowledging stuff like that. Let's pay some bills, Chris. What we got, Taylor gang? Pull up some bills, Taylor. We got to pay some bills because Lil P got to eat. Lil P got to eat, okay? Lil P got to eat, Taylor gang.
Right.
Lil P can't just eat cheesesteaks and tasty cakes all goddamn day, okay? Salute to ZipRecruiter, man. ZipRecruiter, thank you for sponsoring the Brilliant Idiots podcast. If you're hiring, you want a candidate who's passionate about your role, but you can't get that insight from a resume unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. Yes, the Black Effect hires from ZipRecruiter, and now you can too, because you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/idiots, okay? ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds qualified candidates quickly, and ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first, so you meet the right people faster. Candidates can tell you in their own words why they're interested in your job. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Find candidates who really want your job on ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/idiots. That's ZipRecruiter.com/idiots. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. All right, let's get back to this show. Church announcements. Loren LaRosa, do you have any church announcements? Do you have a life?
Yeah, I got a life.
Okay, what you got going on?
The latest with Loren LaRosa, the podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is my challenge for myself this year to be consistent on the video side. Now that we've gotten the audio side down, Loren LaRosa TV on YouTube, and we drop episodes every day, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Oh, wrong camera.
You just got awarded. You just got an award, right? You got the Accelerator Award?
The Bossy Award at the Accelerator.
The Bald and Bossy at the Accelerator Award.
They don't even say bald in it. I swear, yo, when you...
I didn't say boss, I said bold.
You always are hell, but when you got that hat on and your hairline fighting back, you a little bit more humble. I like that.
I said bold and bossy. Why you so paranoid?
Nobody said doing the Accelerate Her. It's a global leadership conference. It's the Rich Aunties conference, and they're fine with you saying that. Like, these women are like fire. So they have this award called the Bossy Award. It was me and about 4 other women. You get ushered into this world of like successful Black women who are just out here. Like they make the world go round. So we got honored in Miami. It was fire.
Tell them how you wasn't about to go.
I was not about to go. Number one, I was...
Wow.
Because I thought we were... I can't say.
I can tell why. No, I'm not going to say the reason, but Loren is, speaking of work and hustle, that's the only reason I wanted her to bring it up. Loren is so committed to her day job, the Breakfast Club, and she's so committed to keeping the main thing, that she was like, yo.
It was too many weekdays off of the show.
Yeah, she didn't want to take those weekdays off of the show, even though she could have broadcasted from Miami.
But it's different.
I get it.
When you're in the studio, and then, that week was supposed to be like,
a big week for something,
a big week.
Yes.
So I didn't want to be out of the studio, and I didn't know if I would get pushed back on being out of the studio. I just, but I made it.
She don't feel like her position is solidified. Like, I get it.
I never feel like that.
I know. That's why you don't wear wigs no more.
Shut up.
Because they don't never feel like they own one. Like, right? That's why, right? That's why you said it. You said that.
Every now and then you have a real good one, and that was it.
But no,
I've never said that to you.
I
wouldn't throw this water at you.
You said you stopped wearing wigs because one almost blew off.
That is not what I said to you.
Oh, I'm not.
I've never even talked to you about
The glue doesn't keep it down?
whose side are you on?
I don't know how it works.
That's a good question, though.
No, you do. I'm not about to go into wigs with y'all, okay? I don't have a wig on, and that is not what I said. But in this industry, you do feel like your position's never, like,
Wendy
certified.
Williams used to be like that. Wendy used to say, if you take off, that's why she used to do best of shows, because she never wanted nobody filling in on her show. Because she feel like, that person coming there hungrier, blah, 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 and can take your spot.
It's a gift and a curse. That's why that moment with Sheinelle Jones and Rihanna on the carpet at the Met Gala, I watched that video and I'm like, it's so good to just have somebody like take a second to see you real quick.
Pull that up, Taylor. I ain't see that.
You be having, it's so much stress and pressure, especially when heading to a red carpet, because it's like fast. You got to get who will stop for you. Your network or your platform is like, yo, who did you talk to? Or why didn't you get this person? And you really are as good as your last interview with some of these jobs, or your last moment.
Salute to Sheinelle Jones. Sheinelle Jones had the #1 book in the country 2 weeks ago in the self-help advice category. The same week, her and Emma Grede came out the same exact day.
Yeah.
And Emma was #2 and Sheinelle was #1.
But you know what I learned at the conference, though? Is that to kind of get away from that a little bit, to the feeling of like, what if I wake up tomorrow and this is all over? I feel like that it's like
That's PTSD, though.
it's the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever experienced in my life.
I think you're like that because your daddy walked out on you. But listen, let's play the Rihanna Sheinelle thing. And I just want to tell everybody, make sure you go pick up Jess Hilarious' book, Tell Deaf to We Parent, available everywhere you buy books now.
Oh, and guys, I'm throwing a tennis event with All Love Racket Club this 16th, May 16th. It's going to be Upper East Side. There's going to be music, free giveaways, a lot of tennis going on. It's a really fun event. Just head to All Love Racket Club on Instagram and get your ticket there. And then, if you haven't checked out my new show yet, it's called AM Mornings. It's a live call-in news, pop culture, everything show. I do it every Sunday at 11 a.m. Head over to AM Mornings on YouTube. See you guys there. Peace.
Let's listen to this moment.
Don't try to go into the positive. You still hell.
This is a beautiful moment.
Shut up.
I haven't watched it
Shut
yet,
up.
though.
Hold on.
Today was honestly hoping that I could meet the moment and catch somebody's eye contact. So many people, when they come here on the carpet, it's take. But my goal was to give back. Because I feel like your talent gives us.
But
so I just
you
wanted
deserve to be poured into as well.
Thank you. So can
It's
this be
not all about giving into everybody.
Thank you, Rihanna.
You deserve to be poured into, and you're beautiful. You're a black journalist, and I respect you, and I love you for this. And by the way, your outfit is
I love you, Rihanna.
Now, let me explain something to you now. I don't know if Rihanna knew who Sheinelle Jones was, but I'm going to tell you why. If she didn't, Rihanna has great discernment. Mm-hmm. Now, Rihanna might have stopped because you can see Sheinelle is the only spoon of chocolate in this glass of milk, right?
Yeah.
She's the only black woman up there. But Sheinelle lost her husband last year.
Oh, no.
She lost her husband last year. I think it was to brain cancer, if I'm not mistaken. So, and she just put out a book 2 weeks ago. That's the #1 book in the country. And the book is about, oh my God, what's the book about? I can't remember now.
It's about parenting, right?
It's about parenting or something like that.
She brings in people like other celebrities to talk about different things, right?
Yes. So I don't know if Rihanna knew that or her discernment just said, hey, you deserve to be poured into right now. Because if you know Sheinelle's story, like I said, her husband died last year of brain cancer. She just put out this book 2 weeks ago, which is about parenting. For Rihanna to see whatever she saw in Sheinelle in that moment and pour into her, that says a lot about Rihanna, man.
It's called Through Mom's Eyes.
Through Mom's Eyes.
Yeah.
And what's it about?
It's simple wisdom from others who've raised extraordinary human beings.
So think about it, she's raising her kids now on her own because her husband's no longer here. So I'm sure every day is a battle for Sheinelle, right?
But also think about too, when I saw it, what it registered to me is Sheinelle Jones is at the Today Show.
Yep.
She sits with Jenna Bush, right? That's a very...
No, that's not Jenna Bush. Is it? That's Craig Melvin and
No, she's on that. She has a show with she has a show with Jenna.
She does?
Yeah, so she's on this platform.
Oh, because Hold It Left.
She's on this platform. And it's not a ton of black people over there. So the pressure is so different for her. And she's at the Met Gala with the pressure. And she's a mom. And a long day, I'm sure. Like, the pressure just never stops. And you feel like if you take a break, you out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And so for Rihanna to give her that moment naturally,
Man.
that had to reassure her in so many different ways.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering, like, did Rihanna know who she was? Because it doesn't seem like she knew who she was. It just seemed like that was just an honest moment.
I think she stopped just because she was a black
A
woman.
black
on the
woman
carpet,
with a nice outfit. Nah, you're
And
right.
I love that celebrities are taking the time to do that as well too. I saw Tiana Taylor do that at a show where she couldn't talk because she was Russian, so she just went and hugged all of the journalists, but she paid extra attention to the black journalists because first of all, most of the time they put you toward the end of the carpet, but you know she's with Today, so that's different. But
Well, they didn't put you on the carpet at all. They told you hell no.
first
What?
of all, Met Gala didn't put me on the carpet, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I said. Met Gala.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
but
what I'm talking about.
you be taking it. Like, we be having these good moments, and then you be
You're
like,
so
hell no.
aggravating.
Like, you could have just been like, it didn't happen this year, but you know, next year you'll make it to the carpet, Lauren.
I don't know if that's the case. I have no idea if you're going to the carpet next year. I don't know that to be
You know what?
true. I mean, if that's what you want, cool. I'm rooting for you, but
Are you rooting for me? I don't know anymore.
I don't care.
Did you try?
Yeah, we submitted. They said that there was high capacity.
Damn, they ain't see the hip hop list.
And would
yo,
you
like-
feel a lot of pressure in terms of your own outfit then? Like, as the people on the carpet, do you also have to?
Oh yeah, I would. But knowing that like you don't really get seen for real is like, you know, you come.
When has that
but
stopped you? Did y'all see what she had on at the Black Effect Podcast Festival?
Nah.
I look like a goddess.
She had on
You
your
saw
outfit
me.
with fur under.
Did you like my outfit?
Kind of like a light green.
Yes. Did you
outfit?
like
Yeah, it
my
was nice.
outfit?
Yeah.
They was giving BET Gospel Awards. That's what it was. She was gonna bring out Bobby Womack, Donnie McClurkin. You know what I mean?
I just
It's
feel
like a
like when you,
two-piece,
yeah, when you show up, you should show up. Is
Right.
what I feel.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
You should be happy. Like,
I'm not, man. Listen,
set the standard
He
for
got
coming
sneak-
to the
Every
festival,
look,
correct?
every time that hair is fully shaved and he got sneakers on, he get real new.
I'm just telling you what we all saw at the festival, okay? And by the way, you were dressed great. It just wasn't for the festival.
It's for wherever. The world is my runway, and every day is a day.
That's why God
Period.
not gonna let you do the Met Gala till you humble yourself.
First of all, I'm very humble, but I believe you should take advantage of every.
No.
Very humble.
I mean humble with the clothes. 'Cause the outfit that you would wear on that Met Gala carpet would be so ridiculous.
I wouldn't even do that because I would need the space to be able to stand and actually work.
That's true. Zuri was dressed up though.
Yeah, she was dressed up, but you heard when I asked her in the interview, I said, how long did it take you? She said, I focus on the work, so like it didn't take me as long.
That's right.
You gotta focus on, you on a Met Gala carpet, you gotta produce. Like, you can't play around over there.
My fellow brilliant idiots, how did y'all feel about seeing Zuri Hall on the red carpet? She's been doing it for the last decade.
They probably used to it now.
But that's my point. It's just
She
like
outside.
But just think of it like that's one of ours. You know what I mean? Like we all came up together. Zuri was when I did Uncommon Sense on MTV2, my first co-host was Zuri.
Wow.
Zuri did the pilot with me, and then Zuri did the first episode, and then he was like, nah, we want Zuri Hall. And she left. And then that's when Crystal became my co-host.
And Ears was so coveted. Like when I first moved to LA, I was just trying to do a page program just so I could even get close to E! News and just like witness it because it was such a hard thing to become a part of. Like,
Damn, they rejected you too?
Damn.
How many places have rejected you? Why did TMZ even take you in?
Oh my God.
No, I don't. I'm asking a question. She gets so much rejection between the Met Gala, E.
So much rejection.
right?
So I'm just
You
saying,
gonna
why
make
did
these people
TMZ
think
take
I'm like
her
this,
in?
like fatherless, can't
didn't
get a
say
yes,
anything.
can't get a man. Like everything that you put out is the complete opposite.
But why did TMZ take you in?
Because they noticed the hustle, and you got to hustle to be in a newsroom like a TMZ. I was on
But
the.
then you
I
have
was
to
on the
apply?
bus. I did apply. I actually, it was via email. I emailed them like twice every single day for like 3 weeks.
To say what?
Hire me. Here's my resume. I see that y'all have a job available. Y'all need to hire me.
Oh, so there was a job opening.
Yes, on the bus. I was a tour guide first.
Got you.
And then they brought me in as a tour guide. And from the tour guide, I was breaking news from the tour bus. So they started like, who the heck is this and why? And then once they started asking that, I started asking for things like, I want to come in the newsroom.
So you started seeing things as you was on the bus and
So you would ride places, and if you would see celebrities, you would stop and get off the bus.
Okay.
So when I would see celebrities, like I got Larry King, and we talked about, this was when Trump first started like being super, super like Republican and crazy. And you know, him and Larry King are friends. I got Larry King coming out of the bank, and he got real emotional because they were such good friends. And he was like, I've never seen him like this before. Then I got Mariah Carey. She talked about her divorce from Nick Cannon, and it was like the first time she had ever talked about it. I was just really good at like talking to people and knowing what people wanted to know.
Hold on, you mean TMZ has a bus that takes people around LA looking for stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
And
But
they made Loren sit in the back of it.
they did not make me sit in the back. Don't say
They
that.
didn't?
No.
Oh.
You tour guys, you sit in the front. If they make me
Okay,
sit in the
okay.
back, I would have a whole different type of bag
I have
right
a
now.
question for you, Lauren. What is your interest in celebrity news?
I don't know.
She basically like, why you nosy as fuck?
No, you know why I'm asking
She's like,
that,
are you
though?
naturally
You know why I'm
nosy as
asking
fuck?
that? Because I used to be like, before even coming into this industry, like I loved watching or hearing about celebrities, but now being in it,
You don't.
I don't.
It's been like this forever. I've always just
Been
been
nosy as fuck.
fascinated by like TV and the glitz and the glam, and I don't know. It's just always been a thing for me. Like watching like Moesha and shows like that. I thought it was so fire that she lived in California and she was young and she was, I don't know.
Not only reason why, but when I
don't
was
be burnt
younger,
out now, no.
my dad would always be like, "They're just people, Taylor. Like they're just on TV."
I feel like that, but there are certain people like we. Can I say who we interviewed today?
Yeah.
So we interviewed Maya today, and when she walked in, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like it's Maya.
Yeah,
But
because it's part of your.
It's because you grow up watching these people or like whatever. But I don't know. It's not even like the celebrity of it all. I think it's just like culturally, I've always been so like, I don't know. Like I remember I used to fly into New York when I would be coming back from LA, and the first thing I would do was put on the radio because I was always fascinated with New York radio, even though I didn't understand it, because Angie Martinez was in Brown Sugar. And like I care so much about Angie Martinez because of her interviews, and then I care so much about a lot of other people because of their clothes, and I cared about fashion. I don't know, I just always been like wanting to absorb the culture of things.
I realized why Maya's so pretty today too.
Yo, she still.
What do you mean? Why is she so pretty?
She still got
I
it.
realized why.
Because it's soft.
Her inner glow.
Oh,
She's so
What
sweet.
the work
She
she's
is.
done internally comes externally. Oh, Taraji slammed the Met Gala.
Oh Lord.
Taraji slammed the Met Gala. Can we okay. Can we see what Taraji? Wow, top interracial couple rankings. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, Taylor?
Do you want to see this, or you want to go back to?
Let me see the top. Now I gotta see the top interracial couple rankings.
It's Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
The most
is
common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
wow.
Let me see what this list is. Scroll up, Taylor. This is very interesting. Scroll up. The U.S. Census just put out the most common interracial couples in the country. Thoughts? The most common interracial couples list via U.S. Census. Number 1,
What's the other
white man, Hispanic, Latina woman.
Wow.
Number 2, Hispanic, Latina man, white woman. Number 3, white man, Asian woman.
Let's go.
Number 4.
Let's go.
Number
It's crazy.
4, black man, white woman. Wow. That had to be top 3 at one point. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dr. Umar and all the work that you've done to knock that down a peg of 3. Number 5, Hispanic, Latina man, black woman. Number 6, black man, Hispanic, Latina woman.
Let's go.
Number 7, Asian man, white women. Number 8, white man, black woman. Number 9, Asian man, Hispanic, Latina woman, or Hispanic, Latina man, Asian woman. Number 10, black man, Asian woman. Wow.
That feels low.
You think?
I feel like that's low too.
Well,
I also
Chris
researched
Brown
this. I couldn't find. I don't know if this is really.
made that more.
But that's okay.
black man, Asian woman seems low, Chris.
Yeah.
I think it would be very hard for them to find each other.
My brother's
Where would they interact with each other except for Wu-Tang concerts?
stop. My brother's married to a Filipino.
New York
right
and LA.
Yeah.
Ve-
What?
Nah, it's best-
Especially
nah.
y'all men in the industry. That's what y'all love.
Asians are everywhere. You
'Cause
can
they-
find them in Jamaica.
Not like that.
In
'Cause some of them-
Jamaica,
Jamaica, no, for sure. Caribbean, yeah,
Some of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
I'm not
you're
gonna say
right.
that because they be fake dressing a little bit, and then they give you you think you can get away with it because she's not white, but she's also not black. So it's like, oh, but she's not white. So when the black man gotta explain that to the people that's asking them questions, it's like, oh, she's not white though.
What's the percentage of Asian people in America? Because I agree with you, Taylor. I think in the Caribbean, it's probably more prevalent now, especially in Jamaica. Especially in Jamaica. I meet a lot of people.
Close to 8%.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of.
Yeah, that's a lot of Asians. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
They're
But
taking
Charlotte,
over all.
LA, there's a lot of Asians.
Yeah.
Taking over, baby.
A lot of Asians in LA.
You're at different countries.
On a nice summer day, if you go to certain places and just ride by all the restaurants where you can sit outside, you'll see a lot of number 10. A lot of number 10 and a lot of number 8.
What's 8? White man, black woman.
And, I mean, because
Especially in the South.
what?
Wait, why you stop? What?
Yeah,
Because you're going to say something about her
Don't
ex.
stop. Go, we gonna bleep you too. Go ahead.
No,
Say
no,
what
no.
you need to say.
Forgot he
Oh, you're
existed.
dating a white guy?
No,
You sucked a pink dick?
never in my life.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
We're lost.
My bad. Yeah, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to like come for you.
What? That's crazy. You used to have a white fetish though.
Oh
No,
my
I did not. I thought Travis
You loved
Kelce
Travis
was
Kelce
cute.
and you loved Chet Hanks.
Why do you be throwing Chet Hanks on me? Like
why
that
did
is
you want
not
him to,
even.
why did you want to throw Chet Hanks on
like
you?
no shade to Chet Hanks because you're super cool, but like why you keep
You put
doing
me
it?
on the phone with Chet Hanks.
Because I was trying to get him to do an interview for us, and the only
yo.
reason he would do it is because he fanned out about Charlamagne for about 20 minutes.
Nah.
Little Charlamagne
Why
happens
would
to
you
walk
not
out the
want him?
office.
When Chet was out here talking like Safari, had her going.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
Had her
The fact that you
going.
even think I go for something that is that corny is crazy.
Chet wasn't corny? You think Chet was corny?
That whole Caribbean Chet was weird. No shade, Chet, but you heard from the people. It just wasn't your vibe.
Especially y'all like his dad. Like, y'all think y'all have him on.
I fuck with Chet. I fuck with the Hanks family,
No
bro.
issue,
That's
but he
Hank's
always
son.
tried to make it seem
That's
like I had
Tom's son.
something for him that's not true. And
No,
I only
no,
thought
that's not
Travis
true.
Kelce was cute.
And Chet. You said Chet was cute.
I never did.
So you couldn't date a white guy. Could you date an Asian guy?
No, I want to date a black guy. I don't want to date an Asian guy or a white guy. I tried to date one white guy only because.
See?
No, look, it was one date. I was in LA and I don't know. It was just like, I'm here. Let me just see why people do it. And then I started talking to him and he was like, I'm not going to get into what he did, but he was very successful. And I was like, I want to experience that and experience like what it's like to just like, he was like, show up here. I have a car here. And I was like, okay. So I just went along with it.
Man ain't do none of that tricking. She
He was
lying her
very
ass off.
successful.
What did he do?
I was young.
What did he say? What do you
What's the
say?
industry?
He sent the black truck. He had a driver.
So the driver?
Yeah, but he had a
Okay.
driver. So he sent the driver. We went out. We got sushi. The date lasted for about maybe an hour. And then he was trying to do stuff after. And I'm like, I cannot.
What he was trying to do, Loren?
Like, he wanted to go out. Like, he wanted to like
He's
go
like
to.
a white guy.
No, white guy.
White
Like a little hip hop.
No.
Like
Hip hop
a white guy?
adjacent don't really count if you're going to try it. He was white guy.
Okay.
No, because they don't. Like, they
I
got
understand.
tattoos. They think they hit, But when I Googled him before that, his ex-wife and the mother of his kids was so white, I was like, oh no.
What was his net worth? Did you Google that?
He was doing well. I don't remember the number at the time, but from what he owned a bunch of different things, like there's a brand of gym that you can franchise that's really big. He owned like 15 of them. So I knew that he was doing something for himself, but when I Googled that.
Maybe the problem was he was wealthy and had expectations around that, not that he was white.
No, it was because he was white and his what he dated before me was super, super white. So I was a little nervous. I'm like, is this a fetish thing? Like, what do you want? And
How did you guys meet in the first place?
I was at a bar.
Okay.
And this is gonna sound so crazy, but this is the real story. I have friends there to verify it. I was at a bar and I was ordering a drink and some white guy walked up and was trying to talk to me, but he touched my hair. And I was like, don't touch me. And so he walked up and was like, yo, don't do that. Like, you can't just put your hands on people. And he was like, oh, I apologize. So we started talking.
Probably
that was a
planned
setup.
that.
Yeah.
They set that
Like,
up.
don't touch my hair.
Straight
That was
playing.
great.
I know a
Don't
goddamn
touch
play
my
when I
hair.
see one.
But I don't even remember his name. It didn't go far at all. But I just tried it because I'm like, I'm in LA, I might as well. But my mom was like, you need to be careful because white men fetish after black women and it can get dangerous.
Why didn't
She
you?
dated a lot of white guys and she didn't have that problem.
Excuse me?
You
I
did?
thought you said you
No,
dated a
I
lot
did
of white
not.
guys.
No.
One?
Ain't no white guy dating
No,
Taylor.
a guy just went down. A white guy. I just paid pillow pinchers with a white guy, but that's it.
Oh, you let. Sorry.
You said what?
Charlie, you
You
stupid.
let a white guy taste it?
For my ancestors, yeah.
That's cold.
What is that even?
I believe in reparations, but Taylor, that
Taylor,
is
that is
Why is
so
that crazy?
That is so crazy. I gotta text P again. P, she just said some shit on this pod. If you need me to edit it, I'll edit it, P.
Me.
What? I gotta text P. That was crazy.
He knows all my stuff.
No, I don't know if
What?
I can ask you this.
Me? Yeah, go for it.
Wait, before you ask, why is that crazy? Nothing else happened.
That's crazy.
I don't
Why?
Because I just can't see myself getting aroused enough to even take off anything with those.
He was one of them hip hop white guys.
No shade. I'm sorry.
Clearly,
But-
Taylor take head from
I'm
anybody.
sorry.
Taylor get
There's
Taylor. You know, that's why I know you and homie cool. Me, you know what I'm saying? From my other homie, I call little head monster. You know what I'm talking about? That's why y'all cool.
Me and her are the same. Our birthday's like right next to
You
each
see what I'm saying? That's exactly what the problem is. Them two right there get head from anybody like a man. You know what I mean?
I can't do it.
I know men that'll get head from anybody. Y'all too? Y'all just like them.
As white men, do y'all families be giving y'all warnings about black girls? Like, do they? Because like in our family, it's like, don't date the white man. He got a fetish. It can get creepy. Make sure you see what his exes look like. Meet the family a little bit at a time, just in case they're trying to get you.
A little. Depends on the family. Maybe my grandfather, for sure.
Oh,
meet the family. They trying to get you.
Yeah, what's that? Is this Get Out or something? Like, what's going on?
You don't think so?
That was a fictional movie.
But actually, to your
wouldn't-
point, I dated a black woman in college who said the same thing when I first tried to talk. She was like, I gotta be honest, the idea of having sex with a white man is disgusting to me.
Damn.
and
2 years later, she wanted to get married. So
Yeah.
To you?
Yeah,
shit.
Chris. Yeah, Chris.
Chris.
oh, you're saying because of your.
I don't know what.
I know that's right. All right.
I didn't.
Okay.
What did you say, Chris?
No, that's it.
No, I was looking at. They got the reasonings next to it. I didn't see that. So let me see. Black man, Asian woman. It says the least common. What does it say, Taylor?
No, go
Chris,
down.
which one is at the bottom? The number 10.
The least common major interracial pairing, but growing. That's black man, Asian woman. Asian man, Hispanic, Latino woman. Less common overall, more common on the West Coast. White man, black woman, less common than number 4, but continues to rise. Asian man, white woman, less common than the reverse, but steadily increasing. Black man, Hispanic, Latino woman, also very common, especially in large cities. Hispanic, Latino man, black woman, growing in many urban areas across the U.S. Black man, white woman, the most common interracial pairing involving black men. What else? Go scroll up, Taylor. Number 3, white man, Asian woman, one of the most visible and common interracial pairings.
But there's a debate going on about this online.
What is the debate?
So people who have Asian dads and white moms are saying they're more ethical than people with white dads and Asian moms.
Ethical?
Like a joke. But they're basically like, we're more extraordinary because any white man can pull an Asian woman, but it takes a special Asian to pull a white woman.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think it takes a special Asian man to pull any kind of woman because of the stereotype.
Oh, yeah.
That little meat, you know what I'm saying? Your little egg roll. You know what I'm saying? Like that's...
You guys are
that, no, that introduces you when you walk in the room.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. It's the same way that women, any men, we look at y'all sneakers and y'all foot, like, first.
That's not
You
true.
don't do that?
I used to. Not anymore.
Hey, I don't think that matters.
Would you be more likely, if you had to date an Asian man or a white man? If you had to pick between the two.
Probably Asian for the same reason that black men would do an Asian woman. It's because
At least it's not white.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stereotypes you used to hear about Asian women when we was
White
young.
men have like an English accent. I'll do that.
Oh.
I love an English accent.
When we was young, they used to tell us that if you have sex with an Asian girl, you got to do it.
Come on now.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
I'm dead serious. They used to say the vagina was. I promise you.
Yeah,
yo.
they used to say that.
I don't know where that came from.
I feel like you're not allowed to say that no more.
Yeah, you're not.
You don't have to feel that way. You can be confident.
Oh.
I don't. I'm just saying what the old stereotype
No,
was.
I remember.
That's considered bad now.
Yeah.
Why?
Anything leaning to anywhere, I'm not saying it.
I'm really asking why. Like, why? I don't.
Just
Oh, hilarious.
Judge, why? Why you
I
say?
didn't know that. That's a fucking hilarious.
But they do though.
Oh my God.
Taylor fucking gang. Taylor the fuck
why.
gang.
You know why I'm
Taylor,
So I got my
move to
chocolate
Taraji.
man,
Taylor, stop.
and I don't gotta worry about none of this.
Move to Taraji.
Too. I'm with my chocolate man because I know exactly what I can and can't say to him. I love.
If that shit don't work out, I bet you end up with an Asian or white man.
It's gonna work out.
Maybe. Jennifer Lewis and Taraji P. Henson call out celebs for attending Met Gala, sponsored by Jeff Bezos.
Oh shit! Look at him in the new beard.
Baby, since he been with Lauren Sanchez, he is.
Let's hear Jennifer Lewis, please.
Okay. I like Jeff with the new beard.
Okay, so I hadn't seen any of it. I had been running around all day, and then my girlfriend called and said, Jennifer, they showed up anyway. I said, but they cut nearly 30,000 jobs and gutted the Washington Post. They showed up anyway?
No fucking.
Posturing and posing, hoping to be the most? They cut $1 billion in funding for children's nutrition. And there they all were, vying for the next position.
No way.
We're at war.
With the music behind it.
That's her.
I mean, we talked about this a lot on Breakfast Club this week. Listen, I'm not mad at anybody for any stance that they want to take, but Jeff Bezos what was he this year for the Met Gala? The co-chair?
He was one of the sponsors, one of the lead sponsors. It's reported he donated at least $10 million. Not donated, but gave $10 million to sponsor the gala.
Okay, so it's a one-off thing. So, yeah, you can boycott the Met Gala this year, but if you really got a gripe with Jeff Bezos, then you should not subscribe to the Washington Post. You should, not use Amazon to get your packages delivered. You should, not subscribe to Amazon, Prime. Like if you're an actor or an actress, then if Amazon Studios, MGM Studios, which Amazon bought, if they reach out to you to do a movie, are you going to say no?
Amazon was a corporate sponsor too of the Met Gala in 2012.
I just think it's very tricky when you take these kind of stands because you're not going to look consistent and people are going to call you on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the audience is going to look and be like, well, what about all of these other things that y'all partake in? Like one of the craziest things that I saw this week was, I don't know if y'all saw the conversation where they were like getting at people on social media about who they think unintentionally helped Trump. But so it was like black people canceling other black people.
Oh, you was on that list?
I might have been on there. I don't remember.
They love saying that about you.
I know, but I saw them doing that to Killer Mike a lot, which I got. That's a whole other conversation. Salute to my guy Killer Mike. But I was sitting there thinking to myself, man, y'all are saying, which is false by the way, that people like Killer Mike unintentionally helped Trump win just because he dared to question the Democratic Party, right? And dared to challenge them on things that they may not have been doing right. But you're doing this on a platform like X,
right?
Where the owner of X donated $250 million to Trump's campaign and used X to amplify MAGA and suppress anybody who was anti-MAGA. Y'all don't got no smoke for him, but y'all got smoke for black people that you say, might have unintentionally helped Trump win.
That people don't have smoke for him, or they have it, just don't go nowhere.
What do you mean? Say that again?
Like, so you're talking about people driving Teslas and all these things, right?
Get off. What would it take to get off X?
It wouldn't take anything. But
what
I
would
feel
it take
like
to not buy a Tesla?
People do be having smoke for Elon Musk. It just
not like we be having smoke for each other.
No, not at all. It come and it go though. Like it doesn't sustain because he
Mark Zuckerberg.
He's bigger than the smoke.
Mark Zuckerberg was a Trump supporter. I don't see you get him off Instagram. No. Sam Altman, Trump supporter. Like I don't see y'all not using
enabler. I don't know if those last two are supporters, but enablers for sure.
They donated money to his campaign.
If you sit at an inauguration, if you don't distance it, like
what was Elon? Elon was giving the Gok 3000.
One of the three biggest problems in the country right now.
You see what I'm saying?
Like literally.
And no, not only did he donate money to the campaign and help to amplify MAGA messaging, man, Why do we forget what he did with Doge?
Do not forget that.
Hundreds of thousands of federal workers out of jobs because this guy literally took a chainsaw and just started wrecking shit. Like I remember being in my daughter's cheerleading competition in Maryland, you know, when they first got in office, and the amount of people that were coming up to me saying, man, I just lost my job, or I'm gonna lose my job
Because they went through that check-in thing?
Yeah, because of Doge.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it's just like, it's just weird to me to watch us call for the cancellation of Black people on platforms of people who really helped Trump get into office. And I really, the Killer Mike rhetoric kills me so much because there's things that, you know, we've said publicly. If you go watch me and Killer Mike's conversation on his podcast, Conversate, we had this whole conversation. Like, Killer Mike, he absolutely supported Kamala Harris. 100%. Like, I had Killer Mike and Kamala on Zooms together. Like when she ran in 2024, I was connecting Mike with Kamala's campaign. Mike had a whole door knocking strategy he wanted to do with Kamala in Georgia. Yeah. But her team wasn't really looking at Georgia as a battleground state. Like they wasn't looking at it as a state that they really felt like they needed to lean into too much. But he wanted to do that. Like I connected him. He was on the phone with her people. They just never could make it work. So I hate when, you know, people say these things just because you question the Democratic Party. Even the comment that they're saying, Killer Mike, man, pull that up, Taylor. Pull up Killer Mike,
on The View?
Kamala identity. No, it wasn't on The View. It was on TMZ. Pull up Killer Mike. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, I got it in my goddamn phone. I am so tripping. I have it in my phone. They said Killer Mike says playing identity politics won't pay off for Democrats and Kamala Harris. Instead, because they always leave this part out. Instead, he says she'll have to lean into the progressive movement if she wants the presidency. I'm gonna repeat that. Killer Mike says playing identity politics won't pay off for Democrats and Kamala Harris. Instead, he says she'll have to lean into the progressive movement if she wants the presidency.
Isn't the progressive movement identity politics, though?
Mm-hmm. No. Progressive movement could be...
You mean more like a Bernie Sanders kind of...
Okay. Think about the people who wanted her to speak out against Israel,
talking about Israel
and the genocide. Yeah, what was going on in Gaza. Like that's to me are progressive policies. Right. But what did Mike say wrong in that statement?
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with that statement. But nobody's talking about the second part of that. Guess who else would tell you right now she probably needed to lean more into progressive policies? Kamala Harris. Yep. What are we doing? We spending all day long attacking each other on these people's platforms who really, really intentionally helped Trump get in the White House.
So they didn't help, they paid for it.
They paid for it. Yeah, you see what they paid for it. You're on the same platform that they use to amplify certain messaging and suppress certain messaging. They amplified MAGA messaging and suppressed anti-MAGA messaging. But y'all are using that same platform to kick in the back of...
a foreign national, I would add.
A foreign national.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to see the mass exodus, though, of people leaving those big social media platforms.
But why are we so quick to cancel each other?
I don't know.
And so quick to misunderstand each other?
Yeah.
It's strange to me. But once again, do what you need to do. If you feel like you want to not go to the Met Gala or whatever it is, cool.
People not invited anyway.
That's the thing that bothers me the most.
People are not invited anyway. What? You know how hard it is? Even some celebrities have never been invited to the Met Gala.
That is very true. That is very true. But that goes back to my larger point. If you really want to be against Bezos, there's a whole lot of things you can give up. Are you willing to?
It's hard. I've thought about it, but it's hard.
What, not going to the Met Gala?
No. I'm not worried about that.
Like, you got invited and didn't tell Charlamagne, you know I was trying to get on that.
No, do you stop getting orders from Amazon Prime?
No, that's so hard.
Outside of the politics of it,
first of all, I didn't know.
I'm very concerned about what it's doing to small businesses across the country, right? Like how many businesses have gone out because everybody just orders shit online, right?
But you could put your small business, you could create an Amazon storefront.
Yeah.
But
you don't want to be on Amazon.
There's a theory also about...
She said, don't take Amazon Prime, but create an Amazon storefront. You see what I'm saying?
I thought that he was saying, like, even if you're not boycotting it, it takes away from small businesses, but they create a way where you can empower your small business through Amazon.
Sure, but it's also this idea that physical communities are stronger when there are shops and stores owned by people who are part of that community.
Shop anymore. Like, I don't know how to clothes shop. I went into H&M the other day. Did not know what I was doing.
Because you're doing everything online.
Once again, these stands, they're very hard. Like when you take them, they're very hard because people are going to call you out on not being consistent. And they're going to ask, well, what about all these other things? It was the same thing when they started boycotting Target. I'm like, so y'all boycotting Target because they rolled back their DEI initiatives. But what about all these other places? What about the Walmarts and the Lowe's and the McDonald's and all? Like, there's a bunch of people that rolled back the DI initiatives. Like,
I forgot in the midst of the boycott. I forgot that the boycott was like happening because it was like it wasn't as like prevalent as it should have been. And me and my mom was in Target one day. I remember she came over to me. She whispered, she was like, "We're not supposed to be here." And I was like, "Where, Mom? We could be anywhere we want." She was like, "Targets," and I was like, because she put S's on everything. Targets. I'm like, oh, we're supposed to be boycotting. But I feel like they announced it and then it wasn't as loud and strong until they got in the debacle about whether it was canceled or not.
Do you think Black people just don't have a stand for anything?
I think we just don't understand our power a lot of times. So we don't understand that, like, even if you don't fully support it, but you know that the other side is bad, if you just stood together, how much that could really like do. I don't know if
I think what y'all said is true. It's very hard. Because it's everything. Like literally, even if you just talk about the DEI initiatives, Amazon rolled back some of its diversity and equity inclusion program. AT&T,
that's my phone.
Bank of America, BlackRock, Boeing, who else? It's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Pepsi,
Citigroup.
It's so many.
It was Cracker Barrel.
You know what I mean? Ford. Like Goldman Sachs, like, come on, y'all. I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take stands. Yeah. I'm saying it takes a lot more strategy than it does emotion because people gonna always call you out on your inconsistency. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm simply saying. Let's pay some bills and do some asking idiots, man. Blue Chew! The future of erectile function is here, y'all. Blue Chew Gold is changing the way men are having sex in 2026, all right? The new arousal-boosting formula combines passion and performance into one tablet that dissolves under your tongue for super fast onset. No more waiting for a pill to kick in. No more moments ruined by performance anxiety. Just the results you want when you want them. Most ED meds only focus on blood flow, but Blue Chew Gold goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow with 2 for mental arousal and connection. So you're not just physically ready, you are actually in the mood. This type of innovation is why Blue Chew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile dysfunction. The process is simple and all online. Get started today at bluechew.com and go for gold. Okay, ladies? If you're listening, send your man the link and make him a trophy husband with Blue Chew Gold, okay? Turbocharge your love life and make it easy to get bricked up out here. You want to send your man the link, Loren?
I don't need this link.
Discover your options at bluechew.com. We've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with promo code IDIOTS. That's promo code IDIOTS. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. I thought he was having some issues. I heard you talking to Taylor.
Yeah, play with my man like that. I let you play with him about a lot of things. Don't play with him.
No, I just heard...
Don't.
I thought you said somebody's sugar.
Never,
blood.
Ever in my life have I ever. And if it was, I wouldn't talk to you.
You
about
weren't.
it.
I heard you talking to Taylor.
That is a lie. My man is good. He don't need no link. Okay.
You're not pre-diabetic?
He don't need. My grandmother, I told you, was pre-diabetic.
Well, why was you giving her Blue Chew?
I wasn't giving. I never.
There was somebody that was pre-diabetic. You was giving Blue Chew.
You a lie. Stop talking.
Right, never mind. What else we got, Taylor? Let's do some asking idiots, Taylor. I don't. Loren get on these podcasts and start lying for no reason.
You are a liar. You a liar, a liar,
what
a liar.
You mean? Shout out to Drewski. Drewski's gonna be hosting the 2026 BET Awards. Can't wait to see that. Okay, asking idiots. _taps_. Do you put Cardi on the same tier as Pinkett Smith, Winfrey, Knowles, Carter? Do I put Cardi on the same tier?
What's your
No.
last name again?
Not on the same tier because Cardi.
His last name.
Yeah, my last name is Pinkett Smith, Winfrey, Knowles, Carter. I don't put Cardi on that same tier because those are like my OG, big brother, big sister, auntie, uncle. I'm just talking about like people that I look to. Taylor, why do you keep moving? Why are you driving me crazy? Why do you keep moving it? Why do you keep moving it?
Wait, what if you just said, I'm not moving nothing, and then let them think it's him?
Why do you keep doing that? Okay, it just keeps moving. I don't do Blue Chew. But no, I don't put Cardi on that same tier because those people inspired me in different ways. Cardi inspires me too, but Cardi is younger. Cardi is like I don't know, that's like the younger cousin or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Cardi's different. I didn't see Will Smith and Jada and Oprah and Beyonce and, you know, them and Jay come up from the ground up. I seen Cardi from the beginning, so it's just different. Do I love her? Yes, absolutely, like 100%. But it's just different. I guess it's different tier. It's not the same tier as Pinkett Smith, Winfrey, Knowles, Carter.
Her last name.
Who?
Cardi.
I do know Cardi's last name. Cardi's last name is what's Cardi's last name?
Exactly.
No, I do know her last name, but I just can't pronounce it. Neither can you.
It's B.
It's like a Melnazar.
Yeah, Almanzar.
What is it?
I feel like I have to like put it like a
exactly. That's what
Almanzar.
No, it starts with a B.
No, Belcalis.
No, that's her
name.
first name. That's her first name.
Huh?
You talking about Belcalis or Belcalis? I can't say her name.
I can't remember. I just know it looks like a line at the doctor's office. I know that much. What is it? How you pronounce it?
I'm about to just show it to you. You try to pronounce it.
Yep. Still can't pronounce it. Looking right at it. Still can't pronounce it.
Where'd she get Cardi from?
Bacardi.
Because people were, Bacardi.
Yeah, and Hennessy. Her sister's Hennessy. Bacardi and Hennessy.
Yeah, but
Bacardi, like
people
the liquor.
Would call her.
She like Bacardi?
Because of Belcalis, people would call her Bacardi.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true. But we can go with that.
Google it.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways.
If Charlotte had hair, would he be more handsome? You see what he said though.
The baby, that's a question mark.
More.
That is
no.
That is not
if Charlotte had hair, would he be more handsome?
Ain't nothing statement about that. That is a question mark. And the be more, he put that in so that he could just get the question asked.
Why don't you find out? AI me.
Why is that your stance?
You be sizzling with sass.
Not just AI. See, now you got 3 things to AI. Ala Wabangi says, where does Justin Bieber rank in the all-time pop stars? Oh, Justin got to be top 5.
Of all time?
Easy.
Who's your all-time pop stars?
Pop stars?
Yeah.
Like straight pop music?
I could name 100 people over.
Yeah.
Name
Britney Spears.
Yeah, Britney
Britney's
Spears.
definitely up there, yes.
Britney Spears.
Name 'em.
You're going to see the
Jackson.
Beatles, right?
I don't put Mike as a pop star.
What are you talking?
Michael
The
Jackson
king of
as a
pop.
pop star.
They say that because they can't think of nothing else. First of all, Michael didn't even do pop music. Michael did disco. Michael did R&B. Michael did dance. Michael didn't even do pop music. I know they call him the king of pop, but it's only because he was so popular.
Nah.
By the way, that movie was fire.
I haven't seen it.
All of y'all I will never listen to any of y'all critics ever again. Suck my dick from the back.
Critics are saying that it's really bad?
I just saw people with their think pieces online. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. That movie made me feel so good after I left. It was just good. It just was a feel-good movie, man. I would go see it again right now. I took my kids, Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
Madonna definitely made pop music. I can't put, I
got Elvis on here.
I just said who's the top 5. They put Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince, Beyonce, Taylor Swift. None of those people make pop music to me.
What about Justin Timberlake?
He's like R&B.
I don't think Justin makes pop music
You think
either.
no? NSYNC, Hello was all pop music.
Yeah, I know. Y'all crazy.
What are you talking about?
But that's what I mean. When I think Justin, I think of NSYNC.
And that's pop music.
Yes, I think of you said Justin. Backstreet Boys.
Justin Timberlake was pop still, no?
Nah, not his solo stuff. Britney Spears is pop. That's what Justin Bieber ranks to me. I don't put the Michael Jackson. Prince is not pop music.
Sure he is.
No. What is it? How? Oops, I Did It Again compared to fucking Diamonds and Pearls? What are we talking about?
Yeah, but Britney Spears had some slow ballads also. It's like they made a whole bunch of different type of music,
Which one
but they
has
were
slow
pop.
ballad song?
She has slow songs.
But it's
Not
still
popular ones, but
Lucky. That's a slow
yeah, that's a slow
I
one.
love that song.
Lucky.
Justin Bieber's definitely one of the biggest.
Lucky, she's a star, but she cries.
But it's still poppy. It sounds like
if there's nothing.
ChatGPT got Justin Bieber in the top 15 all-time pop stars. And they said depending on
top
criteria.
15 is, yes, but top 5, it just doesn't feel right.
They said
'Cause he's so
depending on
young.
criteria, you could argue top 10. They said he ranks so high because he's one of the first true social media-born superstars. Global teen hysteria comparable to peak boy band or Beatlemania energy. Massive crossover success in pop, R&B, EDM, and screaming. Survived the difficult transition from child star to adult artist. Extremely influential on modern male pop stars and internet fandom culture. Huge international reach, especially in Latin America, Asia, and Europe. One of the most streamed artists ever.
Y'all forgetting also Spice Girls. Hello.
That's what I'm saying. Justin
Spice
up there.
Girls is definitely
I don't see
top.
how Justin not top 5 all-time pop stars.
But I'm gonna say top 5 still though. He's maybe top.
It just seems
10.
like he's so young. It's
It's
like
funny.
like there should be more to choose from before you get to Justin Bieber. Not that he's not Justin Bieber, but
Yeah.
And pop is a weird genre because pop definitely has a sound, but then they label anybody popular that's pop. Like, because pop just is short for popular. So it's like that's whack to me. Like there is a pop star sound. Like we know that bubblegum shit we be listening to.
they have the mic right here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more, man. What else we got, Taylor? So fresh, so raw. If you could go back at any point in your life to alter a significant moment, would you? You, Loren, when you fell off the bed, hit your head, bald spot forever?
The hell up. Did I bring up the woman with the Jerry curl?
Wow, that's crazy. To bring up child abuse.
You brought up my father this whole
Child abuse is
episode.
Nah,
All I did was say you fell off a bed.
Episode,
I
I'm
just said-
fatherless. My dad
I
left
just-
me. I don't understand.
All
No,
I
because
said-
my dad rejects me. I don't want to hear nothing.
But I just said you fell off a bed and bumped your head and got a ball spot
It's fair
forever.
game, baby.
And you,
Would you take? What would you take? You?
Can I say mine's? Because this is crazy.
yes, go ahead, Taylor.
I would go back to giving birth and wait a little bit longer if I could.
What do you mean?
Like I got induced and I wish I waited it out.
Why, you want to push it out?
Yeah, maybe.
Push him out.
Why? Tell me why.
Because like hearing other people's stories, I just feel like, I could have waited. I didn't have to necessarily get induced. I felt like he was late and I was just ready to.
So when you get induced, you still don't push?
No, I could. Like I got
Lazy.
Pitocin or whatever.
yeah, I got that. My body did not react well to that at all. But also, I just feel like the situation I had, the doctor and all that confusion, like
They push you towards it.
yeah. Well,
You got a C-section or you?
I got a C-section.
Because it's more.
They
It's more
push you
money.
towards it.
Yeah.
It's more money and it's they can keep a schedule.
Right.
And also, I
Sorry
didn't
that
have,
happened to
but you know my situation with the doctor, like that. It wasn't a good situation. So
I'm so sorry that
Yeah.
that happened.
Last
wouldn't
one,
get hung
last
up.
one.
I'm not hung up on it, but
I've
I'm just
never
saying I
given
would
birth
want to.
myself, but having two kids who were given naturally,
Yeah.
there's no big difference.
Well, I definitely want to
No,
do
it's a
natural.
difference.
Still. I definitely
Well-
want to do natural. I'm definitely getting the epidural.
It's definitely a
You
difference.
got a healthy kid?
Yeah.
Well, and
No, I know that, but I'm just saying that I wish I didn't rush it. That's all.
I got 3. We got 3 that came through the womb, 1 that came C-section. There's a difference.
Yo.
There's a
How
difference.
does C-section baby at?
That's the wild one. There's a difference.
And
Well,
my
Taylor
son,
wild, so
I
you-
know exactly.
you got-
My son's gonna be wild anyway with his
Yeah.
parents, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
There's a difference.
Patrick is
Last one.
he be
last
chilling,
one,
but
last one.
don't play with him.
All right, let's do one more, man. Alex got to get to the in-laws. Alexa Grin says, "Ooh, this is a good one to end on. What's your advice on how to build discipline?"
First, you got to identify what you're not being disciplined about,
True.
and then you should identify what little small changes you can do first, and then once you get those done consistently, you should have the repetition enough to be like, all right, I can challenge myself to do the bigger changes that I need, and then honestly, just do it.
Yeah, my advice on how to build discipline is you have to live life, meaning that you have to allow yourself enough time to make your own mistakes and watch the mistakes of other people, because that's how you build discipline, right? You build discipline by seeing things not go right and saying, I don't want that to happen to me, or I don't want that to be me. And if you've already made those mistakes, then you learn from those mistakes and you get discipline from that. Or you can watch what somebody else is going through and be like, nah, that person fucked up with that. I'm going to be different. I can look at and respectfully, I can look at a fat person and be like, okay, I got to be more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like, because especially when you see people get fat,
But not all people gain weight and are fat because of lack of discipline. Some people, it's like a health thing.
That's not true. That's just not true. And I'm tired of this silliness. We're going to stop this. It's 2026. I know people who got fat simply because they lack discipline.
There are some people.
Because they eat too much fast food, too much processed food. They drink, don't get proper sleep, especially in this business. Oh my God.
Me and Mimi were just talking about the fact that you gain weight when you start working it with Breakfast Club because your sleep schedule is so crazy. Like you're
Mimi
eating.
can't get fat. Please, Mimi, don't get fat. Don't let the streets down.
The other day we were talking and she literally was like, I'm making it because I be telling her it's okay, go to bed, wake up early, finish it in the morning. And she was like, I'm doing it now because she noticed that she started to gain weight because your sleep schedule's all over the place and it messes with your body.
But that's discipline. Having a sleep schedule is discipline.
Also, having a passion is discipline too, because you're going to work hard to get to where you're trying to be too, though.
Yeah.
And that works with discipline.
That's
the people who are, I think, actually get there, have it at some point.
All right, gang. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. Oh, tell them where to follow you, Loren.
Loren LaRosa everywhere. That's LOREN. LOROSA. And listen to the latest with Loren LaRosa, the podcast. We upload daily, Monday through Friday, breaking down all the things that are happening, trending, conversations. You know, we get into some things.
That's right. So as always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast, you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.